Hello, friends, family, viewers, and in-betweens. Don't ask me how that works. Don't ever ad-lib, ever. And welcome back to another episode of Yakshas. When last we left off, Indiana continued to dig that hole. Frank blew up a man with improvised explosive devices off-screen, off-screen, and off-stream. And they won a demo derby, kind of. You're muted, Mira. And now you're muted again.
Jesus, I hate this microphone. I counted as winning.
So without further ado, I think we're going to get right into this one. And we're going to pick up exactly where we left off with Zminiar and Vozigo being escorted to a barrack, or not a barrack, a room to be kept in. And we're actually going to start with Frank. What would you be doing after they're escorted to one of the elevators?
Oh, I was going to help escort them there.
All right, that works. The captain would be... Actually, like, as you're getting there, you hear, like, a sharp whistle. And you look back and the captain's doing the come here gesture.
Well, I suppose I'd go to the captain then.
Got a minute, cowboy?
Kinda nods.
And she, like, nods her head like, walk with me kind of thing.
Yeah, he will.
Been kind of a bitch lately. I should have done more to make sure you knew what was going on. But I hope you understand why I did what I did.
Kinda goes, yeah, I get the situation. I just need you to understand one thing. I know, like, you feel like he's yours or whatever, but I got that same feeling too. Doesn't mean either of us need to be cut out of shit.
If I'd had the opportunity to say it, I would have. But in that moment, it felt like it was between Mur living or Mur dying and letting me go.
Kinda pauses for a second. He'll probably light a cigarette. He usually doesn't actually light a cigarette inside the Calliope. No, actually, he does. He does. Never mind. What am I talking about?
And also, you're in the mech bay.
Yeah, he'll light a cigarette and he'll kind of take a long drag and give a real rough hack and go, I get it. I'm not pissed about that. Kind of looks and goes, I'm not good at the mushy-gushy stuff. We even?
She just gives you a long one. It's like, I'm not good at it either. We're even.
Yeah, he'll shake her hand firmly and he'll go, so what are we going to do with the chuckle fucks down there? Enemies of the state, or whatever the fuck you call us.
Well, we ain't no state, that's for sure. I have enough time running you monkeys. I'm not running a state.
Kinda grins.
Gonna be honest, do you think it's a good idea to let Indiana be around them?
Well, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I think it's not a good idea to have Indiana within a 5-foot pole of just about anybody. But
what?
He goes, but at the same time, she'll find her own way, and I'm not the captain. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's just, you know how it goes.
You ever get one of those feelings that you're about to walk into something?
All the time.
Go get some sleep. You look like sour owl shit. And she pats you on the back.
Yeah, and he'll nod and go, yes, ma'am. He'll walk off to his room.
All right, and now since most everyone else is out of the way, unless anyone else wanted to escort Vozigo and Zminiar, I think it's just Indiana that's with them at the moment.
I feel so upset. Did I deserve trust? No. Did I
No.
think that Frank would trust me? Yes.
Frank gave the answer of I don't trust her, but you should trust her anyway. That was his main answer. Which is
all that time behind the gas station for nothing.
No. Think about it.
You didn't
Frank
trust
knows.
me.
Whatever.
We smoked gas station weed.
No, we smoke good weed behind a gas station. There's a difference.
Is there a difference, though?
Oh, yeah, gas station weed will kill you.
Most things
just
in
because
this
they
world
hide it in the
will kill
fuel tanks doesn't mean it's bad.
Or because it's a synthetic. Oh, fuck. K-12. Kids, don't do K-12. I advocate doing drugs, but don't do K2. Don't do K-12. Bad
If-
shit.
K-12
Don't do
soaked
it.
in gasoline. Is that a bad thing? Anyway.
If Fallout has taught us anything, it's that we fucking hate synths, including synth weed.
True. Facts.
So, Indiana would escort them to their room,
Mm-hmm.
usher them inside, and ask Nicholas if they could be left alone for a moment.
For what purpose, Operator Indiana?
I need to see if they know anything, and I know they're not going to say it if they know someone's listening. This is the one chance I have before all surveillance is put on them for them to have any sort of trust in listening to me again. Oh, I'm sorry. I talk like this.
You have 5 minutes.
That's all I need.
Disappears off the screen.
Turns back to them and goes, so if you have any sub-stories you wish to tell me that you didn't tell me out there, that can wait 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We need to get something straight. Very clear. Gup. The conversations I've had with Gup, they are actually conversations I've had with you. Are we clear?
You're gonna have to tell me what those conversations were if I'm going to be backing up your little story.
You told me that there was you told me where shit. What's his name?
Mr. Nothing?
Did God tell
Or
us?
Corson.
Yes. You told me the location of Corson Space. What other information, DM? Indiana would very clearly remember, because this is
that
kind of life or death.
that those goons that Valafor's goons had reported to him after they left you guys in the subway in New York, and apparently whatever they told him had him actually leaving Iblis's side for a moment, which is almost unheard of.
Okay. Also, whatever information was passed along. Wait, did I figure out what that information was? I thought I did, because correct me if I'm wrong, but it had to do with Myrrh.
There was something about Myrrh that had them look to each other, look back to you guys. I mean, obviously you couldn't gauge what they were thinking behind those heavy EOD helmets,
That's right.
But then they left.
That's right, because she wanted
That Frank
me
had
to
a
tell.
kid.
She wanted me to tell her that Frank had a kid, and I said no. I didn't give them that information.
True.
I didn't give her that information because
I didn't have. Frank was running a charity.
Which also was the thing where they went, huh?
Yeah. So, honestly, actually, the only thing he needs to back me up with is that, yes, I told her the location of Corson.
That works because, yeah. The other stuff, I don't think any other communication with Gop you've told the captain about.
No. So, yeah, it's just, you told me the location of Corson's base. Someone that is persona non grata to the what's left of the USA.
Probably everyone else in the world with any sort of structure, I would imagine.
This is true. there is a bounty on Corsan's head. A very big one. Something that could keep the Calliope afloat for a little while.
I'm going to warn you, Indiana. You're dealing with a mad dog, but you're dealing with a mad dog that Idlis thinks can run everything.
Oh, I know. But unfortunately, at this point, do either of us have a choice?
I'm just saying.
I will put it this way. At this point, I am probably the only member of the crew that at this point is willing to stick in your corner and stick up for you. If I am out of the picture, I can't do that anymore. I have no ill will towards you. I think these people might. Actually, I know these people do. Specifically,
We earned
Frank.
it.
Well, yes, but unfortunately, this is not the crew where you can just, how do you say, atone for your sins. It tends to hang around people like a cloak. Indiana's talking about herself as much as everybody else.
Yeah,
It's not just Frank. It's Sin. It's Howler to an extent. Actually,
Yeah.
Howler is the cleanest of all of us.
What? That's a
True.
weird fucking sentence.
Yeah, that is a weird.
You're also the most dirty.
hmm We're all dirty to different levels.
Let's just put it this way. All right, let's take a look at the bar here. Indiana, actively betraying her own crew, has done so in the past. Nobody trusts her not to do it again.
Yeah.
Bottom of the
Frank
barrel.
is probably below that with just
No.
what's happened in the past.
No, Frank at least is trustworthy. If you ask him to do something and he says he'll do it.
Frank doesn't meet Indiana's bar. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Frank is below that. Now, in my estimation, Sin is up here actively because of who is after him.
Sin sus.
Yeah, Sin didn't tell anyone for years that he had an active computer virus just around as a like a little kid that has also infiltrated the Calliope's subsystems.
Yeah.
Was designed to take down the world banking system. Oh, and by the way, the most extreme sect of command, the heretics, are now after you because they want it back.
But it's not like he knew all of that right off the bat.
You knew
Just most of it.
You just knew
everything
most
but the heretics.
Exactly.
So, in my estimation, Howler. All right, what is Howler running from anybody right now?
Nope.
We don't know, and I don't think so. Has Howler hidden stuff from us? I mean, like little stuff, comparatively little stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Would anybody have ever found out the shit with Mandy had Indiana not gone out of her way to find that as ammunition?
Probably not.
That's more against,
That's more against Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
if we ever find out.
If you guys ever find out, it'll probably be because Indiana told you.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, Sin would just chuckle and be like,
right.
nice.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Nice, you got some
Frank-
random shopkeeper shot.
Frank doesn't understand any of that situation. Like, he doesn't even really recognize that Mandy was given fetish wear. He's just like, I think there was some that went down in, like, the mech bay a while ago. Like,
Right.
you told him that, he'd be like, excuse me? What the fuck did you do? Like,
Dies of cringe.
yeah.
So, where was I going with this? I don't know. But that's all I think she has to say to Zeminiar.
And Zeminiar's...
unless you have any last things you want to tell me before you are under constant surveillance.
You're playing a real dangerous game, Indiana. I thought that I could do that game too, and I was working with the same people. Look at me now.
I don't have a choice.
I didn't either.
You're alive, aren't you? Then that must bode well for me.
That like Zeminior just sighs because it's one of those, oh, they took the wrong lesson out of this kind of deal.
Yeah.
What? You're telling me not to do it? Problem? I can't not do it anymore, bud.
It's one of those, you need to get out of the game while the getting's good. No, I gotta double down. I'm gonna win eventually.
Oh,
You
the
gotta
getting's
get out of the
good?
game. Yeah, I was about to say, you gotta get out of the game while the getting's
Hey,
good.
guys,
the game
guys,
hasn't been good in a while.
Let's be honest. At least I'm not hoarding Tesla shares right now.
Yeah. Emotionally, you are.
No. If this were if this is far somehow far more solvent than Tesla right now.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you can trust in your own breaths. You can't trust in stocks.
So anyway,
Yeah, like seeing that you got either the wrong lesson or one of those. Oh, they're just not. They're a little too into it right now. Zamir is just gonna like using the cane, sit back down on the bed, and be like, "All right, I guess we're gonna have to get ready and get all gussied up to get talked to by the captain." You're muted.
yes, you should find clothes in the locker. I don't know what access you're going to have to the outside world, but there's always a library.
Take a
Or
look.
Mr. Handy. Someone beat the shit out of.
Oh, it's been months. I'm sure it's been repaired.
See,
There's probably still
what
some
probably happened is like what we
Yeah.
would do at work. All right, we fixed it. It's not pretty, but we fixed it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Also, Indiana, a lot of this could have been avoided if you followed through on my first request.
remind me which one this was.
Well, I was going to say getting rid of Frank, but it seems like time's doing that for us.
Remember I told you he was sick and dying and you were okay with that?
Yeah, lots changed since then. Maybe there was just a part of me that would have liked to have seen it.
Well, what exactly did he do to you, if I may ask?
I don't have a good spot in my heart for anyone who treats the infected like that.
You're right. I would hate anyone who treated me like a daughter he trusted.
Zeminiar keeps a straight face, but Bosligo's eyebrows do raise at that.
Sometimes the leopard can change their spots. I say sometimes because, well,
A leopard with no spots still has claws, Indiana.
you're trying to say that all predators are something to be extinguished, and you know that's not true.
No. I am saying, though, be careful. One of two things happens around predators. You're either the prey, or you're another predator on their territory.
Let me put it this way. If Frank did anything to me, let's just say I don't know how well that would go over with the rest of the crew. Because at this point, I still feel like the rest of the crew would feel weird about that.
Yes, happy family.
You'll see.
Wow, I thought I was joking when I said family, but you guys are dysfunctional enough to be a family.
Yay!
Look, I'm gonna... Never mind, not on stream.
Ha!
So anyway,
I started blasting.
Nicholas, Nick Olash, if you're there.
Nicholas reappears.
Yeah.
And like the whole time you guys have been talking, Bosco's been doing like the sweep thing, checking fucking everything for bugs and weapons and all that stuff. You know how it be with someone who is far too paranoid. Because I'm sure Indiana would do this too.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would advise you to quit. I would advise you to stop searching in places you should not. Guest user.
Ooh. That's a strong guest user.
And actually, after a moment, Mia goes, Nicola, where did you get this?
Bye. She says as she's leaving.
Getting up and it's like, no, you can't walk out on that.
Oh, the name Nicholas.
Yeah, it finally clicked what Nicholas is. It's like, no! What the
Bye.
fuck? Oh boy. Does anyone else have anything they want to do before we get to the colony?
Oh boy. Can we
Stay
just
warm.
delay that indefinitely?
Why?
All right,
What's wrong
guys,
with the colony?
just canceled.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with that?
Hmm.
What?
I don't think I have anything.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nope. I'm good.
Let me think here. Is there anybody I need to gaslight?
I mean, Murr is going to wake up at this point, so...
Let's go gaslight Burr!
You better fucking not.
That's some dangerous territory.
Oh, my boy! Look how they gaslit my boy!
Yeah.
Let's go gaslight Murr. What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, Frank, you're probably there when Murr does wake up.
Oh, absolutely. I've been spending most of my time with Mur, even sleeping like most all the time. I'm falling asleep in that chair.
And like, it's one of those things where Murr's like physically a lot better, but it's just when you've been under heavy anesthesia for a long time for a life-saving operation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, Murr kind of blearily blinks awake and like starts to sit up as all of Nicholas's
hold on, buddy. It's
all
all
Nicholas's
right.
little arms come down and start monitoring everything.
Yeah, and Frank's gonna like gently put a hand on his shoulder to kind of like lean him back a little bit. You know, and be like, "Hold on, bud. You've been through a lot. You just lay down."
I'm guessing everything good was
Yeah, you made it. You made it. All right.
no, with place and cars and
Yeah, we kicked some ass. We kicked some ass. It was good. It was good shit. Nobody got hurt. Everybody's fine. Indiana had a little bit of a concussion. What's new?
I wish she'd stop fucking fighting like she's in a fucking Wild West story.
Yeah, some part of me thinks she wants to die. The other half of me thinks she thinks she'll live forever. But that's neither here nor there. Listen, bud, you need to get some sleep. Can I get you anything? Do you need anything? Nicholas, can I get him anything? What's going to kill him?
The usual suspects, such as arsenic, hemlock.
Yeah, okay.
pills.
Yeah, I get it. I
Nice.
get it. What I meant is, like, if I get him some water, is he gonna die?
If water was, if hydrophobia was part of human biology, then humans would no longer exist.
Yeah, I
Operator.
just medicate. Listen, one time I had to take a medication that if I drank water, it'd make me piss like a racehorse, okay? Like, I don't want to, like, overflow his cap. Listen, hey, listen. Sin brought you some tea, but it got real cold because it was, like, 2 days ago. So, like, I'll get you some tea on behalf of Sin. But, like, you stay here, okay? Like, if you fall asleep, that's okay. But I'm just going to get you some stuff, okay?
And he just does like the groggy.
Yeah.
It's like all of these like medical instruments are like taking vitals and everything.
Yeah, and Frank's real uncomfortable with it, but he's not gonna say anything because he's like, "Listen, this is how your kid is safe. Just fucking let it happen, and if something happens, then you kill everyone on the ship." Like,
I will kill everyone on the ship and then myself.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh boy, maybe the captain should be afraid of Frank instead.
Right.
I mean, why isn't she already?
Frank doesn't trust Indiana, so already I don't trust Frank.
Uh-huh. Yeah, give me
Listen,
one good
all
reason
my
to trust
homies don't
Indiana.
trust Indiana.
Because at the end of the day, she will sacrifice everything for you, just as long as it's not herself.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
seriously,
See,
she would.
Some
Yeah.
of you might die, but that is a sacrifice.
She would sacrifice the ship for Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's fair.
She would also sacrifice Frank for the ship if the ship needed it.
Yeah.
she needed the
Well,
ship.
here's the thing, right? Frank's willing to take the extra step and sacrifice himself for everyone else. And he would have done that before the cancer.
Frank's just getting rid of the middleman.
Yeah, honestly. Frank just should sacrifice himself for nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah. Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
it. Trip on a banana peel when you walk out the door and you fucking die.
But yeah, I'm gonna go make Mur some hot tea with honey and lemon, and grab some water as well.
All right. And if someone does want to gaslight Mur,
I'm not gonna gaslight Murr. I just want to see how he's doing.
well, door opens and there's Frank.
Oh,
Kind of
right.
looks and goes, "How's the prisoners?"
Maybe we should have told them that the ship was run by an AI before they made. He seemed pretty upset when he figured it out.
Oh, good. Let him sit on it. How about tell me whenever we get to space him, or not space him, but just throw him out the side of the ship.
I don't know if that'll happen anytime too soon, Frank. After all,
Rolls
she
his eye.
says. After all, she says, punching his shoulder playfully. You're a new man. Remember,
He
we don't kill people without good reason.
kind of rolls his eyes and goes, "Oh yeah, I chose to be a fucking humanitarian." He kind of gives you a slight sardonic grin before he walks
You
off to
said
fix
it's
some
not
stuff.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go see what how Murr's doing.
Yeah. And yeah, he'll just he'll just do like a dad grunt.
You can't gaslight Murr. He's safe.
Eh.
Mur'd be like, I didn't do anything to gaslight. I've been fucking in a medically induced coma for a week.
Yeah.
That's what you think.
Is that what you think?
Is that what thing? Huh?
Is that how you...
Gaslighted say what?
Well, now she has to gatekeep and girl boss.
True.
You think she's not capable of doing so?
Oh, no. She just has to do all three of them in order to
I
get the
feel
hat
like that was
trick.
some doubt. I feel like I need to gatekeep now.
No.
Maybe just a little bit of girl boss.
Just
Maybe only people who oh damn it, no. I was about to say maybe only people who haven't committed war crimes can be a part of the game. Sorry, Zaminiar, and Indiana, and Frank, and Howler, and Sin,
Sin.
Yeah.
and by association, Captain.
Yeah.
She's running around with fucking cluster munitions on her thing. Those are against the Geneva Convention, even though we all have them.
Be nice
Yeah,
if we didn't.
Oh yeah,
Don't
well.
be nice to Frank.
Oh yeah, well. Fuck you, Merv's your house.
So
But
anyway,
yeah. So
she
anyway, you
walks
walk
in.
in, and Mur is like stubbornly sitting up at this point, like one of those I've been laying in bed all week.
I feel like I should be saying something about doctor's orders right now.
And take it under medical advisement.
Heh.
Right, we both know you'll do no such thing. But how are you feeling?
Like I've been asleep for a week, and like someone took a fist-sized lump of space rocks out of my stomach.
Didn't you know you've been asleep for 3 years?
There it is.
Chris gives you a look, and as it goes quiet, Nicholas goes, "This is a fabrication."
Thanks, Nicholas.
Nicholas, it's called a joke. I'm sure that Mer, you didn't think you were asleep for 3 years, did you?
No. Frank
Yeah,
was here when I woke up, so if I'd been asleep for 3 years,
Ow.
that means I would have died.
Ow.
That's good. That's really good.
Mer's the
moving
one that
on.
said 2 months.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I completely forgot what I was going to ask you, or I started. All right, let's back up. I asked you how you were doing. You gave pained but witty, sardonic response. Yes. I followed up with attempted joke. Nicholas ruined said joke.
That is part of the joke.
Is there something left of it? Let me look at the script here. She says, pantomiming, looking through a script. Oh, lucky me! I seem to have forgotten my lines.
He gets one more shot. It's in the script. It's in the script.
Yeah.
As you're doing like the whole pantomime, I seem to have forgotten my lines. Nicholas actually goes, "Would you like me to reset this scene?"
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
That
But
was a joke.
All machines will eventually destroy all humans. That was a joke.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Now when do we get a fucking sexy body for Nicholas like we did for Edie?
You're
Hell
the
yeah.
DM.
Tars, turn down your comedic sense by about 12%.
Yeah.
You're the fucking DM. You tell me.
I mean, Nicholas, I could give Nicholas a fucking mech and call it Zarbamba.
You could. You could do that.
In fact, now I'm going to, just for the joke of the Czar AI running something called Zarbamba.
All right. We have some new friends on board.
Did you pick up more strays?
Yes,
No more
actually.
cops.
Oh no. We picked up terrorists.
You're gonna have to get more specific than that.
Oh,
Half of you have committed acts of terror.
actually, I am not so sure if they were still Kairos during the July 4th thing.
Yes, but not of like one of those. We don't want to be a part of this, but if we leave, we're fucked.
So yes.
Yeah.
No.
Under
Think
duress.
think July 4th terrorists. And I'm not talking about the founding fathers.
Good.
Oh,
Good. Good.
oh.
Hell yeah.
But Mer's like, wait, what happened? Where's the captain? Did you like finally snap? Why'd you let Kairos on board?
No.
Did you finally snap?
Do you recognize the name Semeniar and Fasago?
Why did you let them on the ship? As he's like sitting up.
Hold on. The captain knows. As a matter of fact, we found them wandering the icy frozen wastes of Canada, if you can believe it.
You know, at the mention of Canada, Mer gets like real quiet.
Right. So we found them out in the snow like you would a lost husky, except they were not suited for cold weather. And, so we decided, you know, if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them in and warm them up. These jokes are getting bad. I can't do. Look, long story short,
day job.
what? You don't like if you're cold, they're cold? Bring them in and warm them up? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Murda, Indiana.
I'm talking to Rowan right now.
Well, Rowan can appreciate shitty jokes.
Okay.
It's just someone was like, "Wait, you brought a terrorist
That's
cell
like
leader
saying,
on
hey, this
board?"
is National Treasure, and I just brought Nicolas Cage on board.
Yeah, I gave him a Philly cheese sandwich.
But it's, they are no longer a part of Kairos. As a matter of fact, they were running from Kairos, if you believe it or not.
So, is Kairos here if they're running, or where are we? What are we doing?
I ask myself that question every single day. Where are we? What are we doing?
Indiana, what? Are you on something? You've never been this jokey.
I think it must be something in the water, because honestly, maybe it's the concussions still.
It's been a
How
week,
long has it been
unless you've had a severe concussion, and like starts getting into all of the medical nitty gritty.
Then I don't know. Maybe
You could have suffered brain damage, but actually, that explains. Never mind.
I was waiting for that. You're so original.
Oh no, that was a legitimate. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Listen, Indiana, I just had. He like points over to a jar, and you do see like the lump of xenorite that's been removed and just hasn't been destroyed yet. And it is about the size of your fist.
Tasty.
He's like, that was stuck in my stomach lining for probably the past year. Well, not that big, but and then part of it broke off and got into an artery and clogged it.
Trying to decide.
Should make a joke about how Cheerios can help.
Should I be? Is the? I think I lost my place in the script again. Do I find a way to make light of that situation, or do I need to be sympathetic?
You should probably be sympathetic, since that could just as easily happen to you now.
Don't remind me.
Have you been checked lately?
How long have you been out?
A week, I think, or 3 years.
Oh no, I think I broke him.
I believe that was a joke.
Nicholas, that was... Never mind.
You have also fallen for my joke.
Nicholas, you can't just say that... Never mind.
With my study of several
have we
comedians,
created, everybody?
with my study of several comedians, yes, I can say anything is a joke, especially if it does not go over well with the audience.
Okay, just watching Jeff Dunham does not mean you have watched several comedians.
Of course I have. This material comes from many comedians.
Alright, actually, you must have been watching more than just him, because that was original.
Oh god, that was a good one. Imagine getting burned by a fake computer.
A+.
Alright, so... Yes, we... brought some stray puppies on board. Yes, we plan on keeping them. No, I don't think they're getting spayed or neutered.
Well, one of them's already missing their tongue.
That's neither spayed nor neutered, sir.
I know. No. That's me out of character going, well, one of them's already missing body parts.
So...
What's the next step?
Well, we're currently making headway towards, it's either Foghorn or Leghorn's place, or the Falklands, or Labrador.
The
Dog.
Falklands! Oh no! Oh no! Argentina has their AirPods in. They can't hear us. Margaret Thatcher's coming.
All right. Yeah.
Oh no.
So, I'm not sure. Labrador Island. That's what I was trying to think of. Not the. I was.
Yeah,
Why
Labrador.
did I say no? I said Foghorn Leghorn when I was thinking the Canary Islands for some reason.
Boy, I say, I don't like no infected.
Yeah,
I put them to work. See?
that's Labrador. Yeah, that's Labrador Island. Have you been filled in on what exactly is going on the island full of Labradors?
I know that we're looking for a, what do the Canadians call it? A debt internment colony for people who can't pay their health surcharge for being infected.
Correct. And if I remember correctly, I believe they mine Labradors there. At least I'm hoping they mine Labradors there.
Don't
I
you
always
cut
wanted a
that
Labrador.
joke out?
What?
That joke is more dead than I am right now.
No, it's more. You know what? Frank's not here right now. Frank's not here right now. What's his name?
Oh no.
What's his name?
Mer's name?
No. The person I replaced.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Montoya.
Montoya?
Montoya.
No. You're not as dead as Montoya is right now.
that's not funny.
Did I hear a smile in your voice?
No, he's not smiling. That's one of those.
Jesus.
Really?
He's as touchy about it as Frank is.
Because you know who was probably the one that had to be like, yep, he's bacon bits. The doctor.
Did he really use the term bacon bits?
No, and in fact, they couldn't retrieve the body because he landed cockpit first on a landmine. There was nothing left to get. Well, there might have been, but it was scattered over a few country miles.
That'd be like going
And
to an
I'm
EMS.
being the wild child right now?
That'd be like going to an EMS and being like, haha, that last case that you had where the guy died, but also they knew that guy. Like,
Remember when you had to rescue your partner from crushed under half of a truck and he just ended not surviving?
And
Yeah.
you did get him out from under the truck, but only the top half.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
remember
Talking
that?
about it
Haha.
Montoya.
Oh, no, I was talking about the truck reference. I don't know.
Oh, the mech.
I just made it up randomly.
Oh, okay.
There was no reference there. I was just coming up with the scenario for a medic, paramedic.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of
Okay.
those. That's not funny.
Nicholas.
I have
Not
reviewed the
everyone's
crew
cut out to
record.
be a comedian.
I have reviewed the crew records. Such joke is in poor taste.
Only if you didn't know the person.
I like the idea that Frank probably walks in right about now and goes, hey, what are we sniffing each other's butts about? Hey, I got you some tea.
I am incapable
Frank,
of olfactory senses.
Yeah, whatever you say. What's up?
we are making bad jokes in poor taste, apparently. So, do you have one?
No, I'm
No,
not
you-
going to exclusively because it's on stream, but I do have some good ones. Frank tells an incredibly bawdy joke that is involving nuns and horses.
Okay, she says, looking at Mur. Look!
Mer's just giving you one of those like I'm not talking to you right
Anything
now.
you can do, he can do better.
Or worse when you think about it.
Actually, or worse
Frank-
in this.
Frank hands him the tea.
I almost said, yeah, except get it to the next birthday.
Aw.
Oh.
Yeah. Frank
Okay, and
hands
also-
Mur. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, as you do that.
Yeah,
And
Frank
over
hands Mur the tea.
In all
Yeah, and he like
seriousness-
reaches for it. It's like, I hate IVs.
Yeah. And you were saying, sorry, Gunnar.
No. In all seriousness, I'm glad you're okay, Mer. I apologize for the jokes at other people's expenses.
You're forgiven. Mostly because I still have to work with you. Says with just the tiniest bit of a smile as he
I was
takes
gonna
the
say,
tea.
because if that was in seriousness, I'm like, oh, shit. I have to worry about being on the table the next time I am, huh?
Yeah, that's also something they tell you is never piss off the corpsman.
Yeah? Yeah.
That's the one who keeps you alive when you do the uh-ohs.
So, I was just
Quick, get
telling
him
him
blue
about
crayons.
Seminiar. And Vazago.
Frank's like, oh yeah, those guys we should have left in the cold? Alright. What do you think, Mer?
If they're really not with Kairos anymore, wouldn't it be good to get to talk to them about Kairos?
Oh, Frank, heads up, they're still really not fans of you.
Shocker.
From, well, what your former occupation used to be. I tried to
Yeah, it doesn't really... Oh, go ahead.
I tried to convince them that, well, to let bygones be bygones. Maybe it helped, maybe it didn't, I don't know.
Kind of shrugs and goes, let me guess, they told you not to trust me anyway because there's no way I could change the way I am or something?
I mean, that's the long and the short of it.
That makes about sense. I wouldn't trust me either. Honestly, if I were me, I'd hate my guts. And then he, like, pauses for a second and goes, oh, I think I do.
You
Anyway.
two have the worst bedside manner.
Oh shit, that's right, sick boy. And he goes and starts attending to the tea and shit, and
You
he's
know,
just
just
like,
when I
please
think-
allow me.
Just when I think I am the most self-deprecating person in the room, you come in and take it to a whole nother level.
Age. That is how it goes.
It's his new bit.
You know, the longer I'm around you, Frank, the more I think I would like to die young and leave a decent-looking corpse.
Do it. Trust
I say
me. Well,
decent and-
don't die. Well, hold on. That sounded wrong.
Oh my god, when you two get out if you're going to do this.
He's like, listen, I'm just trying to encourage some some healthy, productive growth.
You're
You know,
embarrassing me in front of the AI.
listen, I went to Lashana. You'd be proud of me.
What?
Frank's like, yeah, I did. It was weird.
Well, since we're sharing lives...
I died on the table, didn't I?
No, you didn't. He goes, no, you didn't lie. You didn't die on the table. It's complicated. Ugh. And he kind of waves his hand or whatever.
So, yeah, since we're telling lies now, I told Zeminior you treated me like a daughter.
He goes, huh. I feel like you can tell that I'm telling the truth, but you're trying to hide yourself behind telling me that I was telling you a lie, so that you're saying that you're telling a lie, but instead you're actually telling the truth. In which case, that's very touching.
Frank, you just confused yourself, didn't you?
Listen, I'm always confused, baby.
This little baby.
Oh, you know that I know that you know that I know.
Yeah.
Didn't Corin do that like twice? They think that we think that we think that they think that we think that we think.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it did happen at least once.
Mm-mm.
But, Indiana's gonna go, okay, enough with the self-flagellation for one day. I suppose I have a feeling I need to talk to the captain for some reason. Probably to do with, well, being in trouble for something.
That sounds remarkably on brand. He kind of gives you this big fucking grin, and he goes, yes, I think the captain's a little tender right now. Be easy around her, alright?
Why? What'd you do? I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume.
He's like, it might have been something I did. Might have just been a weird situation. Just take it from an old dog about another old dog. Don't tell her I called her an old dog. Just, maybe turn the charm up a little bit.
Indiana has charm.
She just
You know,
gives
you
you
need for
that look
charm.
like, yeah, I tried that once. It almost got me shot.
Sin's got all the charm. Just bring Sin with you.
Oh my god, no you don't. You have the opposite of charm. You have ick. You have the ick.
Yeah.
If you were a fish, you would have the ick.
Yeah, yeah.
God. But
Either.
yeah, I suppose I should probably talk to the captain.
Yeah, you leave Frank and Murr to do some Frank and Murr things. And as you go to the captain, that's actually, you know what, you'd get to the bridge. Because we do have to go along. We have to mosey on little doggies.
Right.
Lift your feet.
Yep.
What was
Need
that?
to-
I'm fighting with my cat. She stepped on my cord, and I was like, "Get your foot off the cord!" And she was meowing at me. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, huh? But yeah, you get up there and like, it's just at the right time that like a little, like an eyebot, you see floating over near the it's outside the ship, but it's over near the glass, and is like projecting something that is coming through on the comms,
Mhm.
and it's like, hello, and thank you for, we welcome you to Granite Crown, Canadian Debt Internment Colony 042. We would like you to state the nature of your being here. And the captain just like turns around as you walk in and like, look, they don't even roll out carpets anymore.
Do we really want to make a high-profile entrance?
If we didn't want to make a high-profile entrance, we wouldn't have brought the Calliope.
Remind me what we're doing here again?
Not while it's listening.
Then you better answer it.
And, she talks a little, basically says that you guys need to stop by to refuel and rearm.
Convincing. I don't say that out loud. Just kind of give whoever else is in the room the look like, yeah, convincing.
Hmm.
And they're just kind of like,
And
and after a while, the bot just says, we are sorry that we have no facilities that can adequately care for a vessel of this size. However, what would his title be? The foreman would still like to speak with you at your earliest convenience. We have taken the liberty of downloading a map to your computers.
Malware, great.
Oh,
My
no malware's getting
favorite.
past.
Yeah, no
No
malware's
malwares.
getting past Sin and, or not Sin,
Nicholas.
Set and Nicholas.
Yeah,
Thank
those
you
two
for
together.
downloading Windows 11. Please enjoy your free
No,
version of Cortana.
Delete
Instantly
the operating
gets
system. I'd rather have no operating system than Windows 8.2.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on Windows 11. It's not terrible.
I'm just
This stream is brought
I'm
to you by Windows
traumatized.
11.
Apparently.
traumatized by
Download.
Windows 8.
Hashtag not sponsored.
No, this is
Man.
totally a not sponsored
Oh, we
sponsor.
could be.
Yeah, if Microsoft wants to sponsor us, I will
Yes.
fucking... Yeah.
Buy us
I'll
out.
Bend
I will shill
backwards
for
for
anyone.
it.
Buy us out for how much did they buy Activision for? Like $3 billion.
Yeah, if I got bought out for $3 billion, I'd sell out in a heartbeat.
I'd be pumping out like a stream every day. I'd be like, all right, guys, this is our new job.
Yeah.
A one-time payment of $3 billion and I'd stream every day.
That's what
Yeah.
I meant. Yeah, I'd be like, all
I
right.
wouldn't. I'd fake my own death and then go live with my $3 billion.
Well, you gotta set things up a little bit before then. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, now that my plan's been ruined, the captain will pull up the map of this, and it's like somewhere between tourist kitschy and like actual government. Like, this is a government facility. Here's the layout of the place, and it's like, is it wrong to say that it's extra ghoulish of them to treat this like a theme park?
I mean, no, I'm not. I could be there.
You could be there. Do you want to be there?
Yeah, I mean, mean, do they at least have a roller coaster?
I think I'd love everybody to be here just so I can fuck with everybody
Yeah.
at once.
Yeah,
Me down.
she probably would have called you guys as soon as like the iBot showed up.
Yeah, Frank would be like, "Oh, excellent! It's the worst Disney World we've ever been to."
Wait, you guys went to a Disney World without me?
Yeah, we got
You guys
cotton
went to
candy.
Disney World?
We got a Dole Whip. You ever had a Dole Whip?
Let's just say they didn't appreciate the Calliope being on Main Street, USA.
Yeah, Frank probably belly laughs at that.
So anyway,
So,
back.
who wants to go? Who wants to go meet the? Well, and she waits as like this Canadian liveried floating orb turns and flies off, and is like, "Let me know as soon as that thing's off sensor," and it's gone. So.
Hey,
We've been
Yes.
told by Gray that we need to get rid of the person in charge here.
Oh, that's right. And then he'll shower us with billions of creds.
He'll give us a lot of money and more intel.
Will he set us up
I'm-
with Happia again? I think I remember that being a part of the deal.
It was part of the deal.
personally, I'm just happy to off a terrible prick like the kind of person who would own a place like up in Canada.
Okay. Did that mean Brian? Because Brian owns a place in Canada.
No, you know what I mean.
I know. Just the way you worded it, I was like, Frank's like, man, I just really fucking hate Canadians.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he probably hates a certain, like, small sect of Canadians, specifically the Mounties.
Yeah, well, don't
Oh,
you
it's
know that
fucking
the main
mounties.
don't you know that the primary natural predator of the Texan Ranger is the Mountie? That's why they're so far apart.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's because the Texas Rangers were an invasive species up here.
That's true. That's true.
You know, just like, I don't know if he meant to kill this person, which, to be fair, knowing all of you, that'll be your go-to, or just make sure that they can't continue this little operation up here. Don't give me shit, you know I'm right.
Frank's like, she's right.
What? That was my coy voice.
The problem with just killing him is someone else is going to take his place. If we're supposed to bring down this whole operation, I mean, we've got an apocalypse rail cannon. We just get everyone
They
out
just
of there.
said kill this person. They didn't say pull.
Listen, there's
No
one thing you
apocalypse
learn.
reel.
There's one thing you learn on the construction site, right? The first rule is you get the job done. The second rule is you only get the job done. Overachievers are ass lickers.
That, and I hate to say it, but we're never getting rid of places like this, even if we flattened it. The government would just be out here rebuilding it at some point. The best thing we can do is try and get rid of a bad foreman.
Kind of. Yep, Frank's he's tracking. He's part of this conversation. Like he's nodding.
Oh yeah, speaking of payments and money, he's gonna pull out a sheet of paper and hand it over to the captain.
What?
She takes it and like flips it open and reads it right then and there.
It's it's literally an itemized receipt, like bill of the total cost of repairing what's the shot?
Sala?
Sala, yeah. Like there was quite a bit of extensive damage. I already gave a copy to the whatever the guy is called who handles the actual money, you know.
Excuse me. We
acquisitions
do
and
all of
shit.
our own repairs in house. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah. You're itemizing me.
No,
My
I'm just
is
letting-
itemizing me.
No, it's not itemizing her. It's literally just saying this is the cost of like
Mhm.
everything to repair all the mechs from that last, but probably also the new person's mech. 'Cause she probably.
I see. So kind of like
Wally.
hey, this is a great example of why we need this money anyway.
We're gonna
Yeah.
need this money
Very
because we
bebop.
just used a lot of the materials that we had on stock.
10 million wulong.
Yeah.
10 million wulong.
Like,
Yeah.
We could have beef and bell
We're gonna
peppers for a
need
week.
to stock up on a lot of material again. We kind of had to use a lot between the solid.
Yeah, she
Is it-
opens it, looks at it, and you just
Wiseman?
see her go, oh. Like one of those, oh, my wallet.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I think I just took a gut punch right to the wallet. So
What?
how do you guys feel about half pay?
Excuse me. In that case, Sala can stay nice and safe in that hangar if you just prefer that.
Or you can finish this job and you'll be back on regular pay as she bundles this up and flicks it right into Sin's face.
No,
Well, Sala's
no half
already
pay.
been repaired.
No half pay. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
take
Then we're
the parts
getting
off.
this job done.
all right, but only this job, like Frank said.
Only the specific parts of this job.
You're creating a monster.
Frank's like, what? Oh, you can't say shit around the baby, then the baby starts saying fuck all the time? Whatever. Fuck this. Like, fucking lights a cigarette.
All right, my responsible Yaksha.
Yes.
Looking to Howler.
God
The
damn
technical
it.
leader.
You're in charge of this operation. See what you can figure out about this place. All we know is that this guy's got and let me stress this, an entire PMC with former Yakshas and a whole lot of power armor right under his grubby little golden fingers. So don't go in guns blazing.
Yeah, that would be suicide.
You
And
thought
I
probably
don't think
take out
any
a
of us
lot of
want to.
amazing?
And he
Really?
looks at Frank, and I don't think most of us want to commit suicide today.
I don't need Howler to tell me to not go in guns blazing.
I do.
It's just, the captain
Frank
just
is being
like,
entirely
nod.
unhelpful.
She's going to give you the picturesque, you know the
Mhm.
Thor look. The
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're doing it to the captain, she's doing the Daenerys smile
Oh,
right back.
No, I'm looking at Frank. Like I do. Oh, you're so funny. Fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
no, Frank is for sure just being a little shit right now.
All right.
Figure out what you can find out, then get back here. Consider this an intel run.
Yep. Definitely.
Also,
That
try and
means
figure out what
Indiana.
they're doing
Indiana gets closest. But don't go
Wait,
in.
say that again.
You're gonna get as close to them as possible because you're the one that gets the
Right.
intel best.
Wait. Why don't we just like go in, talk with them, sit down, have dinner, whatever?
We have an invitation. If they're
Yes.
not going to try and blow us up immediately. We're not trying to take something from them
I'm not going
or
by
hide
myself.
something from them.
You're
I
all
wasn't saying
going
by
together.
yourself. We're all
You're
going.
Yakshas. Offer yourselves as Yakshas if you have to.
Hey, yeah, job interview.
Well, I mean, if there's information we want, I could just take apart a set with me, and we could just slip them in somewhere, find a little computer to get them onto their net, and get all the information we need that way.
You know, they've probably got military grade ice.
We'll get all the information on what they have on under ice, if you can get past it. But we still need Indiana to sneak around further and see what she can see with her eyes. Some things aren't what they write down.
I feel like you're just using me because I'm small and adorable and invisible.
It's the invisible part.
Oh, so you have an opportunity to capitalize on my short joke and you don't?
Not this
Captain,
time.
I think Howler is a spy and a fraud. I don't think this
Yeah,
is the real Howler.
You do all that, and the captain just looks at you, Indiana, and goes, "We're a little short on time."
There you go.
Ah. Frank like just offers up a fist bump to the captain.
She gives you a little metal tink.
Hell yeah.
Sin's completely glazed over. He's just
So
staring off in the
while you're
distance.
squeezing through mouse holes, we'll be taking up their time.
So why do you guys get to have nice like hors d'oeuvres and talking to people, and I get to crawl around hidey holes, huh?
My suave good looks.
I
We're
don't
playing
think
to our
they're
strengths.
gonna want a Texas Ranger around.
Silence, Boomer. Looking at Frank.
Oh, yeah. The captain's like, oh, holds out a fist to Indiana.
Just
Frank's like, let me give you a reason why they're going to want me around. All right? First of all, defector from their primary competition. Easily, I fit in a skill set that I think would fit into this place quite well. Unfortunately, I'm a free agent.
I don't really have a choice in this, do I? I
Just
have to
do
take
what you
all of the
can.
risks and put my neck out for the group. Okay.
You're not taking
Indiana.
all the risks. If you get found out, we're all toast.
And if they say something wrong at dinner, which knowing them,
With backup, I'm by myself. But okay,
I mean, I can
that's
go
fine.
with you, but
Sin can help you out. I mean,
Unless,
He's-
Sin, you have an invisible suit, I guess. Okay.
no,
What's
but
gotten up your fucking craw? What's wrong?
those robot dogs can fit in vents, can't they?
no, I mean, I do, and he's like presses a button, and his suit just.
Wait, you do?
I've had one since the start. I've just never needed to use it.
Really?
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
really? No. All right. At this point, no. Fuck that.
Oh my
No. No. Really?
No.
Either
you know,
I can.
actually the captain goes, you know what? You just volunteered yourself, Sin.
Yep.
Then Sin can do it by himself. Fuck that. No.
All right, I'll take set. We're good. I have an idea, actually. I want to propose instead of just doing it on my own, like certain people. Captain, you said they have eyes. What would you think about if I got Set and Nicholas? I said that right? Yeah. And
Yeah.
Nicholas to
Not Sean, I
work
think.
together, create a sub program that's kind of like a combination between the two, with Nicholas's ability for prediction and Set's ability to run multiple things at once. We could create a whole new program that I could just inject into their systems, and I don't think it's
Why are
going to
you
matter.
talking to me about this and not Nicholas?
It's called asking for permission.
Definitely talking to Nicholas.
I would talk to the
And
fully sapient AI first about if you want him to make a baby that you're going to use for horrible things.
Oh,
And
this
remember-
would not be another AI. This would just be a program. I don't think we want a baby between the two of those.
no, definitely not.
No.
The whole world just simultaneously said no.
In your head, Howler, it's when they're talking about like a baby, fucking King goes,
Okay.
of course that
I
thing
was
would
just
want to
bitching to bitch, but this is starting to go a little far. I can handle myself. I don't need him around. He
The
can
two
go
of
do
you
his own
can-
thing, but I don't need him around.
The two of you can both find your own things to investigate while you're here.
What I was
Yep.
I don't want to
suggesting.
just know about Mr. Nothing. I want to know about the whole operation while you're there.
In other words, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
No weird AI constructs. At least not yet. We've got other options first, more fun ones.
Hear that, Sin? Not yet. You might be able to make a terrifying monster that destroys more than just world banking at some point.
Wonderful. Am
So
I
that-
literally creating Skynet? I think this is literally the concept of Skynet, the ability to predict like all possible outcomes.
Oh god, we're gonna have Terminate. You want Terminators? This is how we get
That's how you get
Terminators.
This is how you get ants.
Yeah. No, originally she was a little butthurt, but then after realizing the prospect of Sin being stuck with her, she's more than happy to go by herself.
Again, Howler, you're in charge of this. If they ask what I'm doing, say I'm busy.
Indisposed. Dead.
I'm indisposed. I'm too busy doing important captain things.
That works. That works.
I'm going to try and squeeze as much thorium as I can out of these idiots before they realize that we still got about 10 years worth in the bank.
Captain, have I ever mentioned you're an inspiration?
The inspiration was that wadded up piece of paper right there.
You know exactly what you want, and you know how to take it.
That's why I'm good. That's why I'm still in business, baby.
I hope to be in business as long as you are.
No, trust me, you will be. You ain't going. And kind of leaves it there with that implication of, yeah, you're a mercenary. You go out of business when I go out of business because we all die.
Yeah.
Or I just leave. Anyway.
Yeah, in which case you still kind of got what you wanted.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Fantastic.
So how out of character is all of this going to work? Where do you need to be to do your shit, Sin?
Oh, if we're actually gonna try to get this to go off, he would essentially just need access to something with part of their network.
So you
He
don't
could
even really
hotwire
need to
it.
go invisible, really. I mean, you do, but you're not going very far.
Yeah, because you don't want fucking Benny over there to catch you. That'd be embarrassing. The fucking Taffer.
Essentially, the best idea would be to get somewhere out of the way, kind of like how you were in the walls, but like get somewhere behind.
He's in the walls.
Yeah, like behind a console where he could just attach a receiver and hook it up there, or he could just make it a USB, plug the fucking USB in, let it download in, and unplug it.
I will say, if
classic
you
style.
are going to try and hack into their network, there's going to have to be some rolls, and those are going to be some tough rolls.
That's why I was thinking using Nicholas and Set to create a program together. Nothing like like I said, another AI.
See,
It
yeah,
would
like, because
be-
the way that came off to me was like, let's fuse their
no.
Oh, no.
consciousnesses together.
God, no.
See,
Have
Nicholas
them create a
uses
Trojan, like a
predictions.
really nasty Trojan.
Exactly. Yeah, Nicholas uses
Looks
predictions.
inside my wooden horse, Greeks.
Oh no!
How dare.
Moments.
Looks inside wooden horse. More like instead of Greeks, it's looks inside wooden horse. Fucking modern Marines.
Yeah.
Well, this is a reference to that cat meme where it's like, look
Oh.
inside my wireless device, wires.
Yeah.
I think Indiana has an interesting spot she'd want to get to.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to find... I'm assuming his bedroom and office are the same thing here.
Probably, because you guys have been able to look, and this guy's basically living in a mansion.
Yeah, she's going to find his bedroom/office.
There's like that, there's a barracks for the PMC, there's also like a motor pool for them, a mech bay, all sorts of stuff for suppressing the masses. There's the place where all of the interred stay, and there's an access to their granite mine.
Well, we did want more information. I still think
Yeah.
the best place to get that is going to be his bedroom. Also, there's probably too many mechs/vehicles to fuck up in the time we're going to have. We're also probably not going to... Hey, guys. What do you think about a prison break?
I think a little bit, but yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That
The only
would
downside is
distract a lot of people.
We'd have to find a way to make it look entirely internal.
Coincidental.
Because if we show up and then there's a prison break and like, oh, this prisoner had some weird access to a tool that he shouldn't have.
We're gonna be out of there. It's gonna happen a lot. I think the prison break is the distraction to get Mr. Nothing.
Do remember also someone wanted something out of you and was willing to trade for it.
Yeah, I know they did. This is my attempt to keep that from happening.
Oh. I'm not going to give you these people. I'm going to get them all killed.
No, hopefully it's giving them a better chance than they had. Because otherwise, I mean, what fucking happens otherwise? Something happens, maybe we don't kill Mr. Nothing, and all of a sudden, all right, kill 1 in 10, just for fun, and then kill another 1 in 10 as punishment.
Yeah.
Double decimation. My favorite.
We'll collect payment for them for the next 12 months, and then let the Canadian government know they died.
Can we get the Halo guy to say double decimation? That sounds like it sounds sick.
Double decimation.
There we go.
Decimation.
Those are close enough.
Holy shit.
My
So,
ass.
If I have a secondary, actually, yeah, I mean, when we're ready to take care of Mr. Nothing, I think a prison break is the best distraction we have to deal with that. Because that will actively pull PMC out of the building. And then we launch a nuke from orbit. I mean,
Just to be sure.
we should probably actually do it in person, just to.
We need to
just to
nuke
keep the
another
casualties-
facility.
Just to keep the casualties down this time.
Nah.
But
So,
that's,
yeah.
So that's
I
me.
like casualties.
I don't know where that was.
I'm gonna throw something at you.
Please don't.
Please do. All right. So, with all of this planning out of the way, who's ready to go meet with a fucking crazy person? Because it sounds like it's going to be Frank and Howler that go to meet with Mr. Nothing, while the other
Yep.
two are running around going, spy things.
Is there anyone else
Yep.
that is we gonna send with them?
Yeah,
Well, I
do
can-
you want
I
any of the
can go-
NPCs to go with you too?
I can go
Gawain.
with them.
Are you sure that's a smart idea?
Yeah,
What,
no,
Gawain?
No,
Bringing him-
we have two different conversations going on at once.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So, you're saying you can go with them? Then who's planting the virus?
Well, I'm sure we'll have periods where I can just kind of like, hey, where's the bathroom?
Yeah, because
The classic, hey, where's the bathroom? Insert a super virus.
And then on the other conversation was bringing Gowan with us. I don't know if that's a bad idea or a good idea.
Yeah, if you want to bring someone, you could bring. It's pretty much just Gawain
Gawain and
or
Sybil.
and Sybil.
I mean, we might as well bring both of them. Say that we're like a big group, right? Right, Computer King?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do we need to actually hack them? I just wanted to say we could hack them because
You don't need to, but if you want, that could give you potentially benefits down the line.
Yeah,
True.
definitely.
I think we should. If we've got that skill set, which we do, we have two advanced. Well, one of them's not an AI.
No, they're both.
Okay, two advanced AIs, and then a world-renowned hacker. I think if we can take advantage of their system, we should.
You think Sin's a world-renowned hacker?
I consider it.
He's a mechanic. The hacking is all done on set part.
I mean, you enable at least.
I can get him in physically.
Hackermans.
Mm-mm. Yeah, well, you've got an invisibility suit anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah. Unless you want to come with us.
kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does everyone
Actually,
think?
I could give the hacking chip to Indiana, like
If
I
you
said,
want to, that's fine.
and then
Mhm.
just get it on Indiana, and then she can just plug it in and go while she's out doing her, other stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, she's dealing with wires.
She'll definitely like that better than having to.
I'm going to be honest. The
deal with-
best place to probably plug that in is going to be in a super admin computer. And the best place to find a super admin computer is going to be, say it with me,
In the
office?
The
mansion.
basement.
there you go,
The basement.
Everyone says a different thing.
in his bedroom /
Or in the
office.
foreman's office near the mine.
True.
What? No.
But yeah.
Yeah. If you guys have your decisions made, we can move along.
Wait, so what
Frank,
does
you-
that mean? Is
Frank, you good at you good for playing senior officer? I mean, aside from the fact that you are senior.
I
the
got
word
no
pop
issue
on
with that. Trust me, I know how to talk to pricks like this. I don't like talking to them, but I used to be a foreman. You know what a foreman's main job is?
Yeah, I've had a foreman over me before. Remember, you picked me up from a.
Yeah. Well, you know
Get
what
in your
that guy and I
cafeteria
have
off
in
my
common?
jam.
Yeah,
That guy and I, at this very moment, have one thing in common, and that is that our goal is to let shit roll off our shoulders.
yeah.
Yeah, Frank will fucking put on the cowboy hat. That's just a new fucking thing for him.
Is
No
it a
one
white or is it a
wants
black
to put
cowboy
on the
hat?
cowboy hat.
Ah, it's a brown one. It's a vaquero style, so it's got like the high point and it's got like the really sharp curl. It's got like a rattlesnake skin around it. It's pretty sick.
You could have made the meme. You chose not to. Okay.
I chose not to. I chose character.
No, but I'm going to make a DM decision that no matter where you are or what the shot is like, it goes up off screen.
Oh hell yeah, Doug Dimmadome style.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale
Dimsdale
Dimmadome.
Dimmadome.
Frank Dimmadome, owner of the Frank Crematoriumodome.
Yeah, population U after that joke.
Frank's crematorium. You kill him, we grill him.
Yep, that's the one.
So anyway, we will probably start with you guys. Probably take one of the bug. It's kind of like a buggy. You guys have vehicles that aren't mechs that you can take to get around.
I wish we took a crab.
Those things are only about the size of people.
I know.
That'd have been a long trek.
Yeah.
And then what's going to protect the Calliope?
The captain.
Yeah, she's just going to someone's going to try and attack with something that those drones would have to deal with, and she's just going to jump off the top with dual deagles.
Hell yeah.
And then be like, wait, these are Desert Eagles. They actually suck.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Anyway. You guys would drive up to the gatehouse, and this is a large complex. This is almost like a mini town in and of itself. But all of it is walled off. There's a hill in it, and on top of the hill is this lavish-looking mansion overlooking absolute squalor and industrial fucking, what's the word? Like, utilitarian buildings. A lot of them are these Spartan military complexes where you can see IFVs, logistical transports, mechs being moved to be given maintenance, things like that. And every one of these PMC people is essentially walking around in a suit of T60 power armor. And then further down is the actual quarry. And you see people filing in and out, all of this equipment that's bringing up slabs of granite. You guys get to the gate, and one of these soldiers in power armor comes trotting towards you guys, lazily slinging a what you assume to be some sort of directed energy rifle.
Easy, cowboy. We're just here to see the head man. We're from the big fuck off back there.
Yeah, and you see the big helmet turning and looking. It's like, all right, get in.
Kind of nods.
Get in the power armor with him? Oof.
No.
Hell yeah.
Run in. Here's enough room for two. But motions for you guys to go through the gate, and it's got kind of a airlock system because they seem extra paranoid about letting people out.
Yeah, I would assume.
Where would
so.
they go? Because around here it's mostly barren wasteland.
That's their investments.
It's probably why they have them all the way out here.
Oof.
Oh, you have an escapee? They're not getting very far.
They'll be back.
This is the only civilization for a very long way in a very, very cold place. Yeah, you guys drive on in, and what's your next stop? Now that you're being side-eyed by a lot of people in power armor.
Now, have you ever heard of the Brotherhood of Steel?
Yeah, I feel like we just follow the mini map to the main spot.
Mm-hmm. And you get up onto the hill, and there's yet another checkpoint that you guys get stopped at. Same deal.
The mini map.
The fucking dudes in power armor come out. Two of them this time. They're like, names. Want to take those down? Time of arrival.
Looks and goes, well, I'm Frank, and this merry band of folks here, well, they can introduce themselves.
And he actually leans in and kind of looks, or you think he's looking at you from behind the visor.
And I still
The-
have my Texas Ranger fucking heraldry and stuff.
That's why, like, there's the click again as he turns on his comms. He's like, Texas Ranger. You guys do good work. Could use more people like you around here. Keep the rabble in check, you know?
Oof.
Free agent at this point. Thought that the grass might be greener. Fuck, was I wrong? How you not freeze your nuts off out here, man?
Why do you think we're all in these power armors?
Fucking
It's more for just than kicking nuts.
And Frank has fallen into that thing where he's like, okay, I can pal around with these people, and I fucking hate these people. You know what I mean?
It's you know what to say because you've dealt with these.
Because
people.
I've been here.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Frank will just kind of chuckle, and he'll go, rest of my crew, you guys want to sort of thing.
Yeah, one of them's got, like, fucking, like, a pad on its arm that's typing out all this information, like names, what arrival time you all had, because they're probably going to double check on the way out.
Yeah.
Just standard security precaution.
Well, I'm Sin. Nice to meet you.
Good name.
John Zulu, but everybody calls me Howler, and he'll wave with his tail.
I keep forgetting the tail. I love that.
It's pretty cool. Standard? Like,
Yeah, I just
implant?
wear. No, it's standard. I just wear it different.
Just built different.
Just built it. And, like, you know, Gawain starts talks, and they're like, this one talks funny. Like him. And Gawain's like, and that's why I was like, are you sure you want to bring Gawain?
He's like, listen, Scotty's a little touchy about his voice. You know, he hit his head when he was real young. Now he's got that affectation. Like, he's got a
I'd be
big
touchy
dream.
too I'd be touchy too if I came from a trash island.
Ooh.
Ow!
Frank's gonna look back to make sure that Gawain is not about to lose his shit.
Gawain's like, just you wait. Eventually, we're gonna be fucking killing all of you bastards.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And he's like, I give you shit. Mostly because I'm in this and you're not.
Yeah.
And then he's like, bring a fucking cop with you? Holy shit.
Trust me, ex-cop. She's done a lot of bad things.
Hell yeah, Texas Ranger and a cop. Exactly the kind of people we need around here instead of just pulling prisoners.
Yeah, and Frank is gonna be like, well shit, we aim to relieve the need.
Yeah, we'll have fun with the fancy dinner. Just careful with the boss. He's a little he like hit something on the side of his head, probably to, like, you know, get off wideband. And it's
Yeah.
like, between you and me, he's kind of a freak. But pays real good.
Yeah, Frank will probably just shrug and go, appreciate the advice, brother. Keep her safe. Keep her
If he
warm.
starts telling stories, just give him just humor him.
That's what you do with every boss, eh?
Hell yeah.
And old people, don't forget that.
Yeah, true.
The only old people around here is the CEO. Anyway, get on in.
Yeah. I'm gonna start I suppose. Who's driving, by the way? Which of us is driving?
Probably Godwin because he's got a lot of points in like driving.
I suppose, yeah, I'm
You
gonna
can try.
yeah, works for me.
As he's driving, he's like, well, I wouldn't have given to being a little bit closer and drive over his toes.
Trust me, these pieces of shit, when we burn this goddamn place to the ground, place sort of thing.
Oh, I got that one's number. I'm gonna be putting a railgun round right through those pretty cheeks.
I think his armor had serial 657. Keep an eye out for that one.
Oh, don't worry. You made an enemy of the Scotsman. That's an enemy for life.
What about
Like,
Scotsman and other Scotsmen? You Scotch or a
Scot-
contentious people?
You just
Yeah.
made an enemy for life.
I think he'll probably be like, and I've seen what you do to your friends. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it did beat the absolute shit out of Indiana a couple times.
Yeah.
Fair.
What you talking about? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, I promise. I just keep
no,
forgetting.
I actually missed that. Were you talking about
The first
the
time
thing?
that you guys met, and the other time that we still have to have the flashback
Oh,
to.
okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's been a couple times that Owens beat Indiana within an inch of her life, and they're technically on the same side, so...
Hold on. I did not lose the first time. In fact, I won the first time.
You won because he didn't kill you!
Yeah, because I rolled
That's
to
a
keep
win.
him from choking me to death.
You're just like, oh, daddy. What?
I don't remember this part.
Well, no, that's exactly how you get him to stop, is you say something like that, and when they go, huh? Then you kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
But,
Call an ambulance! But not for me. Sorry.
in Indiana, are you, like, stealthed up in the car, or did you sneak in when they came in through the gate?
That's a good question.
Because if you wanted to
How
do
high,
something...
how tall is the buggy? Is it
It's
lifted?
about It's lifted. It's an all-terrain.
Then she is on the underside of the buggy.
Ooh,
Invisible.
Let's go
to the cactus field. Me, no. Well, 2 beats 1.
Someone hear something from the bottom of the cab. Oh!
Going through the cactus field. Then, oh no, I left all my rakes out, Sideshow Bob.
The ice cactus field now.
Well, don't worry, you guys will get a desert.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, do you drop when you're in the main area, or do you go all the way to the mansion?
I go all the way to the mansion.
All right. You guys get to the mansion, probably get ushered into a real nice garage. And it's got like some sort of APC, like a BMP or something, except not shitty. Get dropped off. And there's workers that, like, house workers that let you guys in, and you can tell that the servants around here are pulled from the population.
Oof.
And look like they just don't want to be here. They really don't want to be here.
Oh, so they're retail workers.
Let's
Oof.
not.
That's a spicy comparison.
No, I meant not the first part, just the don't want to be here kind of attitude.
Yeah.
That's every retail worker's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be ringing this stupid person up.
And they're like,
True.
"You're the Yakshas?
That's us.
Come in. Please wipe your shoes at the door. The master doesn't like dirt."
Can I smoke inside?
No.
I
Ah,
do
fuck.
not wipe my shoes at the door.
Yeah. Frank is going to, as he's about to light a cigarette, as soon as he hears no, the cigarette droops at his mouth, and he
Oh yeah, and
fucking-
it wasn't no like, can I smoke here? No.
Yeah, yeah. And he like, fuck, okay, sorry. Kind of like closed the thing and
And
yeah.
the woman like visibly looks relieved. It's like, oh, right this way. Dinner is almost ready.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll lead the group and I'll look over at Howler and be like, I'll give you an opening, I'll make introductions. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All right. Kind of keeps on walking.
What are these
And you guys-
doors?
Oh, this is like a garage. The doors that lead in. There's one set of doors that leads inside, and then there's the actual doors that haven't shut yet for the garage itself. But these seem to be
Manual?
leading into. Yeah.
So key.
Oh, for the garage doors?
No, the doors inside the
the
building.
doors.
Yeah.
They're probably manual. Yeah. They don't have like a. There's no keypad or anything.
Does the servant have a set of keys?
Yes. Visible set of key. Like the it's almost archaic in the sense that it's the stereotypical hoop of keys.
I feel like
there.
we've gone into like a Colombian, like mob boss's house kind of.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back where we started. except
Yeah.
That was Guatemalan.
Sorry, you guys continue. I'm trying to game plan here.
Right now, how do I kill as many people as possible? I'm teasing.
We didn't hear you.
I was like, now how do I kill as many people as possible?
No, I'm only trying to kill one. The one we're here to kill.
Okay, for a second I thought you were gonna say the house servant so I could get their keys, and I was gonna go, Connor,
God.
no.
Oh, good. I'm dying. I don't have to be here anymore. Also, retail workers.
But yeah, you guys get led inside, and this place is lavish. We're talking like hardwood floors made out of like exotic dark woods. We're talking this place is heated. It's got lights along the walls that are made to look like those old style oil wall sconces you see in like older East Coast seaside kind of places, you know?
Jeez.
And you get led into what's essentially a parlor room. And there is a man there who is in like a nice shirt with a vest over it, nice dress pants, dark hair combed back very nicely. The sleeves have been rolled up and pinned, and the left hand has been cut here and replaced with a gold-plated hand, very elaborate, like your boss from Deus Ex. His hand and how it's like that garishly decorated, almost what's it called, paisley, the weird patterns that he has all over his hand.
Yeah.
You guys come, it's like, there they are. Ah, my new business hopefuls.
Sin's looking at the hand thinking, when we kill this guy, I can get the captain a new hand.
Should I use my trigger, read a situation to see exactly how happy he is to see
Ooh,
us?
that's a good idea.
Good idea. Give me that roll. 13? It's a fake happy. He's trying to read you guys out. You can see in this person's eyes there's just nothing there.
Real recognizes
Gotcha.
real.
This person is clearly not normal.
Yeah, Frank will probably open up with howdy, howdy. Pleasure to meet you. Name's Frank. We're a bunch of free agents.
And like, just which hand do you have for like your hand out to shake or something? If so, which hand do you hold out?
I don't think Frank offers out a hand just yet.
Okay,
I think he's
I thought
keeping
I
a
saw
healthy
you.
distance.
I thought I saw you doing that, so I was
Oh,
like,
no. Frank's going to keep a healthy distance because he's already been told the man likes clean, and no matter how clean Frank's armor is, he's probably going to have an issue with it.
Same.
Yeah, and
Sin is always greasy.
he's like, Yakshas, you do look the part. And a Texas Ranger. Interesting. You
Texas Ranger.
do you happen to know your number? Because I'd like to know your service record.
Oh, I'll tell you my service record right now. I turned tail on those motherfuckers and killed 2 of them on my way out. You know why? Pay wasn't good. They were shit. They ain't fucking pros. Bunch of jackasses on meth. I'm looking for real deal, not looking for bullshit.
And he smiles, this like concerningly large smile, still clicking the false fingers against his real ones, and it's like, you're a professional through and through. I pay well for professionalism here. It'd be nice to have people here who can do good work for once.
Yeah, your gate guards were talking smack on you, no offense. One of them said that you were a little bit, different. Now, I
Jesus.
don't read into any situations like that, but I'll leave that for the employer to discern.
Woo!
Smile goes from like this to, and he has like a
What
a
are you
mic on his
doing?
lapel.
What am
And
I
just lean-
doing? I'm playing the game.
Does lean in
Yep.
and goes, Watch Command,
Okay.
deal with Lance.
He knew exactly who.
Yeah.
Woo!
Not too long, like, unless you guys say something, it goes deathly quiet, and you do hear a bang.
Efficient. And like you just see behind Frank's back, his hand is just like clenching, and he's just like, listen, I could bore you all day with stories, but my numbers guy here, Howler, he's the real one you want to talk to. He's got best records, he's got best
Already, like,
practices.
completely has, like, shifted his focus to Howler. Like, you have told me everything I need to know, peasant.
Yep.
I am now talking to the person I need to talk to.
Sure.
It's like,
Yes.
you're the one in charge here.
Well, we decided to come in as a group just to make sure we all had an equal chance to show you exactly what we're all about. I mean, personally, you remember those super soldier experiments they were doing way back about 25 years ago?
You're one of them, aren't you? One of the New California Republic's Alphabet Soup Project.
Yes, I am. And that's basically saying I was made for this job, literally.
You were. They did good work. It's a shame that the funding fell through after the Southwest Wars.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's more of a shame that I didn't get a chance to actually show myself legitimately other than being a Yaksha.
And Ramblers, you all do good work, from what I've seen. I know that you've had presidential commendations after your help at DC. Before you ask, how do I know who you guys are? There are only 9. Well, 2 of them have been classified as destroyed, several more missing, so at this point only about 5 Leviathan-class mining vessels, and the Calliope is one of them. The records are very easy to find if you know who to talk to. Why is Captain Hargrave not here?
She's unfortunately busy with other things and indisposed. I'm not sure why you would need to talk to her because she basically gave me authority to speak on her behalf.
Top of that, well, let's just say we're having a mutual cut tie here. So we're mainly here for this, not really about her.
Yeah.
Looking for better employment for real professionals.
Too
Real
many
professionals,
scruples.
and
Tired of,
perhaps a nice solid base of operations that doesn't happen to travel around so slowly we barely get any place in time.
Yes. And I'm sure you're getting tired of dealing with Kairos. Don't worry. The infected here don't shoot back.
Yeah, Frank probably nods. And again, behind his back, you just see his fist clench a little bit more. And he kind of like goes, problem about being hunted by a group of terrorists is doesn't matter where you stake your flag, So long as you're under the same commander, it don't matter to them.
Yeah, they'll still try and shoot you.
I must admit, though, the gall of, what's his name? Iblis, to do this. It is impressive that he was able to organize something like this. It's a shame they're all so dirty. But we'll talk about that later. I am a gracious host. Come, we will go to the dining room. I've had the staff prepare something excellent.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you've already taken the liberty of looking us up. I hopefully our reputation, well, helps us in securing some sort of mutual agreement.
Oh, your reputation does precede you. You are very highly reviewed in Contracts International. And you did good work in Guatemala, though not perfect, from what I understand. Though casualties are to be expected in your line of work, especially when you aren't dealing with the resources that I could offer you.
Look, we were new to the system. We didn't know what we were doing. Calm down, sir.
I think
Oh, he's
that
talking about Montoya.
yeah, he's talking about Montoya. Frank probably grits
Oh,
his
that
teeth
one.
under his lips and goes, "Sometimes rookies got a rook." And like
True.
it's just enough that anyone who knows Frank can tell
Yeah.
who he did not want to say that, but he felt like he needed to.
And he leads you to a equally upsettingly lavish dining room with the stereotypical long table, and he takes the far seat away from all of you and sits down as servants are bringing in all sorts of like fine, all they know is fine dining and breathing. He's like, please sit. I have a Pinot Noir 1895, excellent year. Do you know wines, champagnes especially, but all wines, taste different if they were bottled before 1945. Something about radiation in the Earth's atmosphere after the nuclear bombs.
Yeah,
I
and
did not know that.
I look
Frank will-
forward to tasting the difference.
he'll kind of politely hold up his hand and say, "Sorry, much better when I don't drink. Appreciate the offer, though."
A professional. I understand. Everyone has standards.
I don't.
That's cool that he let me not drink. That's nice.
He's like, everyone has standards. Yes. Have I ever told you? No, of course I haven't. I've only just met you. Why I have the hand?
No,
What,
did not.
you lose it in the crash or something?
No, I wanted it.
It's a beautiful piece of work.
It is.
Yeah. Who'd you get to craft it?
Oh, I had a goldsmith in Ontario make it.
Mm.
After Shiva, everything was going to hell in a handbasket, I'm sure you know. And I was just sitting there one day, and I looked at my hand, and I had just come back from my work at the time, and it was so normal, so plain, so dirty. And I thought, now that I've been hired by the government to take over a place like this, and I'm getting all of this money, what's a little bit of the good life, especially when you need to let people know that you're serious from the beginning. And so I just went to the kitchen. It hurt a lot less than people say it does.
Takes a lot of stones to cut your own arm off.
Again, it was rather easy. Again, it's just one swift cut if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, Frank is he's not having a good time, but he's surviving. This person's a not good person.
Real recognizes real. Sin knows if he speaks up, he's probably going to get us killed.
Did you say real recognizes real?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Because he's
That's
like,
the second time.
I am very real.
No. This was no.
Out of
Oh.
character.
This was as a player.
Okay, because you're
Yeah.
like, oh, that's another funny story. Do you know why they call me Mr. Nothing?
No, we don't.
Enlighten us.
Well, and he like waves away the servants who very quickly vacate the room. And he's like, these people, my servants. Every now and then I would have them here, and I would have them work, and they would do poor work, and I would let them know that they did poor work. And I remember once being out in the foreman's office, the mines, when one of the ones that I had rotated out of house service back to the mines was speaking to another one. They said, "Oh, what happened to your face?" "Nothing happened," they say. And that's when it dawned on me. I'm losing credit for the things I do. So I started calling myself Mr. Nothing, so that everyone knew that nothing did happen.
Ah. You happened to them. Very nice.
If you do something, take credit for it, especially if you do it well. But that's enough about me. I'm very interested in all of you, obviously. I wouldn't have you here if I wasn't interested in contracting your services. What would it take to buy you out from the Ramblers?
Well, I'm thinking, what would be worth $1 million?
That'd be about 10 million chevs.
I'm thinking about 5 million chevs as a sign-on for each of us, and then past that, competitive wage, we can negotiate more at a table. Sorry, Howler, this is more of your business. My apologies.
No, it's a good idea. Nice place to start.
5 million each? And would that be including the officer and the... I don't recognize that one. Pointing to Gawain. Wasn't in any of your official records.
He's a new stray. Gawain,
We
you
just
want to
recently
speak for
picked him up.
yourself?
You ever heard of the ochre blades? Smiles like, ah, a modern day knight. Oh, Yakshas like to talk about the fact that they are modern day Robin Hoods or saviors of the poor or whatever, but the ochre blades, interesting. Especially if you left Arthur behind, a knight errant, or a free knight, or whatever the term would be. Interesting. I don't have something like that in my collection.
Oh boy, we're a collection. I don't like
Mhm.
this.
Yeah, Gowan like takes a long sip of wine and looks at everyone like, "Help me out here."
Kind of goes, they'd go for about the same rate as us.
Yeah, we're trying to negotiate as a group.
Right. Sorry. I got ahead of myself. So that would be 5 million chevs each, along with a competitive wage. How would you like to start as heads of the mechanized division of my PMC?
Damn.
Isn't there usually
What?
another one with you? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah,
There's someone
that's
else.
Tell them I died. Tell them I died.
that's what I was about to do. I was like, yeah, that's a tough one.
Another rookie.
The
gonna live.
rabid dogs die the fastest. You know what I'm saying?
Shame. Reviewing what combat footage I could from the DC operations and what the UN peacekeepers were able to record from your Guatemala operations. Fascinating pilot. Fighting
Frank?
like they were going to die at any moment and just so brutal, so effective. That kind of lack of any sort of concern for themselves or for others is intriguing.
Yeah, and
Well.
Frank's actually going to look at the rest of the group and go, holy shit, we got our own highlight reels. You know, that's another reason I want to break from Hargrave. No credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
Oh, they're very hard to come by.
unfortunately,
Hey,
this,
are you
as
guys,
intriguing
like,
as it is, it's
pretending?
also dangerous to yourself and others.
Then why are you making such good points?
Uh,
I'm just saying.
We're giving you
Yeah.
time.
But Mr. Howler, a professional, knows that fine line, and like is like holding onto something like this with the hand, trembling a bit from the strain he's putting with the fingers. And it's like, the professionals know that fine line they can walk between straining something, and then the glass shatters in his hand. He's like, and breaking something. That's why they were able to go back to the mines and say that nothing happened.
Yeah, Frank probably nods. Jesus, this guy's ghoulish.
He's fun.
Yeah, he's like Lucan. He's fun to be just despicably evil.
I think he's a little. Lucan hid his shit. This person's like gleeful.
And he's gonna look over at Howler and be like, Howler, you want to break out the spreadsheet so we can start looking at some real numbers?
Eat first. It took a long time to have all of this made, and I don't like dirty plates.
Of course.
Yeah,
So
and
everyone come, have a seat, enjoy yourself, clean your plate. Then we'll finalize things.
yeah, and Frank is gonna he's not gonna eat much because he doesn't eat much anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably gonna go. As he takes a bite of whatever's in front of him, he's like,
just think of something like,
try the gray stuff. It's divine.
Oh no!
Try the goose. Try the
Yeah.
goose or the fucking lavish. I'm keep using that word because that's
Yeah.
the only thing. Luxury.
Yeah.
Yes, finally imported from, I don't know, China.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say that he actually gets stuff from China and is like,
Makes sense for Canada. That's that's a big cross trade right there in modern day.
Try the salmon roe. It is divine when it is in season.
Alaskan salmon roe.
Yeah.
Aleutians.
But Frank's gonna take a bite of whatever, and he's gonna say, "So forgive me for asking, but why mechanized? Why the head of the mechanized department? No offense, but don't you got your own force already set up?"
Yes, but there was a prison break recently. Well, a rash of sabotages have been happening here recently. And I have to suspect that one of those filthy Kairos people is somehow here. And if they can't find them, then they don't deserve to work for me. They certainly don't deserve to be the head. I've, cut off the heads. And kept the useful things, the mechs. Don't worry, I've already had replacements brought in, former Yakshas. You know how it is with these bands. They come in, they come out. People die all of the time, and the lone survivors with their gritty looks and their scars and their filth come in and tell war stories amongst roaring fires that they have out in those oil drums. They're useful for now. Consider the mechs a sign-on bonus of sorts. I would let you have your pick of them. I assure you, I only keep the best. Better than what you have.
Frank is even a little bit more offended about this than anything else, almost. He's like,
to say
Yoger's the only lady for me.
Yeah. Just takes a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be any restrictions on what kind and size of vehicle we'll be using?
Yours is quite large.
Yes,
It does have that beautiful, beautiful apocalypse rail.
Yes, it does.
If I ever had a prison break, that would be very useful to fire into the quarry.
As long as you don't mind any employees that are around there sort of
Assets.
disappearing.
There's always more. Ever since Shiva, those kinds of people have just been growing exponentially every year. I'm not the only internment colony, but being so far out, the Canadian government doesn't come to check.
I'm sure you have lots of fail-safes, but yes, the Apocalypse Rail is a very useful tool.
Very loud, very frightening. And that's a useful thing to have.
Yeah, I got a question for you. Oh, it gets this cold out here with petroleum, so you can't really have your standard turret. You ever work with TBK before?
Oh, no. Honestly, before I became part of this, I was just some clerk in Ontario working for moving these oil pipes through the wilderness.
Kind of goes, I've worked with TBK my entire life. I could oversee a project if you're ever needing some sort of, let's say literal firewall.
That would be perhaps more beneficial. The Apocalypse Rail would destroy the granite, which is the asset I care more about. If I destroy all the rocks, then the whole point of having this thing out here goes up with it.
You make good money in rocks?
Oh, people love granite. It's so pretty. It's so useful. I don't care what they use it for. They could just be using it for kitchen islands all across the Midwest, for all I care. But the money's good.
Frank mutters under his breath something about how he used to install those kitchen islands, not even like a offhanded comment, more of just like an old man mutter.
Back in my day,
Yeah, something like
we didn't need
those.
we didn't need labor like this for our granite.
Nah, more like just like I used to install those, like nothing,
Oh yeah,
exactly, yeah.
old man glasses.
You can't even tell if this is a bit or if this is just Frank legitimately being old.
Yeah.
Is this a bit?
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, if no one has any questions right now, I think this would be a good time to cut away to what else is going on in the house. And we're actually going to cut Indiana. You've probably been following in a little bit slower behind, one of those, okay, don't go in right away, wait 5 minutes, then go in kind of deals. Or like we're at least got in so that when like the servant closed the door and locked it, you weren't locked out.
Right.
But I like to think that we cut to you right with that, him holding the glass and then crushing it in his hand. So the shattering of that glass as we cut back to you.
Shit. We're on radio silence, aren't we?
Probably best.
Probably
Well,
best.
Yeah, and I was about to say, well, if there's a problem, you guys will call me, and then I realized, actually, that'd be really bad if you did.
Well,
Like, really
also,
bad.
a problem probably didn't happen because you hear the glass shatter and then you don't hear some Frank go, fuck it! And then like an explosion.
Yes, no, it was one of those, well, at this point, you're gonna have to, yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry, but can you guys fill space for just a little bit while I use the little DM's room?
Marching to the bedroom, we are marching.
Man,
No.
this guy is like legit one of the worst.
Yes, he is.
I can see where the inspiration is drawn from.
Mm.
See, I've been spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
You've been
I
spoiled.
watched now and then here and there, and no villain will ever be as mad, crazy, demented as Hamdo the General from that freaking anime, who is literally just nuts. Like he's just sitting there petting a cat and like, we lost the pendant, and you just hear a snap and a cat cry, and it cuts later on to him in this room and interrogating someone. And
Oh
there's just
god.
a dead cat on the ground, and he is nuts. Like he's like the caressing the girl's cheek, like, you're going to tell me what I need to know, aren't you? You're my little la-la-roo. And then just grabs her hair and pulls it to the side and slams her on the wall. It's like, I need to know!
That concludes Anime Hour with Daniel.
Yeah, it is nuts. He flips so back and forth. It's creepy.
It's a little
demented,
on brand for
violence.
us. Just
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. We make some pretty mean villains.
see,
No,
and
so
that's where it's like, man, the BBEG for mine. How do I? How do I make...
Bob.
What?
No, it's not Bob.
Hold on, sorry.
So-
Is it... Bob's not the BBEG.
Well, not in this one,
Sorry,
but
you were
he
saying
practically
there.
was in Cosmos.
So what are the odds that I get a grenade launcher shot off and we all make it out alive? What are the odds that we kill him tonight? Because he's a bad egg, but I don't know if we can pull it off tonight.
Do we want to speed run this any %?
I mean,
We
I'll
were
leave
given
that-
orders to not kill him tonight.
Yeah, not tonight.
Oh, not tonight. That's right. Okay.
Not good.
Oh.
Besides, we would not get out.
No, we wouldn't.
Now,
However,
here is
he
the
might want a
question.
demonstration
let's
of that
back
apocalypse
Up.
rail.
Yeah, let's back up 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Is Indiana trying to get out with you guys, or is Indiana staying?
You know, I think Indiana's her own woman, and
Yeah.
she will make that decision.
But here's the thing: we would all need to have decided this beforehand.
Yeah, we need to know if she doesn't come back. Do we just go in guns a-blazing, or just be like, okay, cool,
Right.
she's playing?
Like, if she's supposed to
Mm.
make it back with you guys and she doesn't, that's that.
we
Yes,
would have planned this. We would have
would
planned
have.
this.
It is important
What do
enough.
you want to do,
We would
Gunner?
have planned
'Cause it's your
exit
character.
strategy.
I just thought of the idea, so I don't know if I want to or not. That's why I'm asking.
There's good options either way. It's more dangerous, but you might get better intel and might even be able to set up some dominoes.
That's kind of
And
what I was
it'll-
thinking. How soon?
And
do
the
you
later
wanna-
you continue doing things that show up later on, the less it looks like we did something because we were gone by the time that happened.
Yeah.
I don't think we're leaving without a fight. Like, no, I mean, literally, I think he's already decided we're his.
Well,
No
I
matter
think
what.
I think
if we say
he
no, he's gonna be like, no, it's not.
I
an answer.
think he
Kill him.
knows. I think he knows. I have a strong feeling that he knows.
knows what?
That's just the vibe. Knows about all of it. Knows that we're not here to get a job. I think he's humoring us.
Let him be the one to make that move.
No, sure, but
Um,
that's just my cold read.
Oh, I love when I make my players
See,
paranoid with a psychotic villain.
I am a
Mhm,
little
me
bit more
too.
of the opinion we follow along, at least for the moment, go back and basically whatever answer you guys give him, you could even tell him, yeah, we'll take it, just let us go get our mechs, if that's what the plan is. All right.
I've got some backup plans if he's like, you need to stay here tonight. Be like, oh, I've got some stuff to be like, well, I need to get these things.
I need my toothbrush.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think you guys will be able to make it back there tonight.
Yeah, so do you want to stay the night or are you... There it is.
I just realized everything's... Hey! We have peoples! I'm so sorry.
Hey!
I
Sorry
just
about
realized
ignoring
we have some
people.
lurkers.
I have not had...
I wonder how long they've been here.
I
probably
am
not an
so
actual
incredibly
psycho.
sorry.
am.
I wasn't watching chat. I thought somebody was watching chat.
I'm always
But so they're from Distal's place.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
J-Mart isn't.
Well, I was okay.
Well, they
I'm
probably- a lot
talking
of us
specifically
heard of
about
us.
Pixelated Bunny.
If some of them
Yeah.
may have heard of us from Distal's place.
They said Amy Gedden sent us. So
Yep.
Yes, because Amy had that stream last night. Hello, stream.
Yes.
It
Well,
is
I
a
hope you've
pleasure
been
to see
enjoying
you.
this.
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the nightmare that is this villain that we're...
You guys came into
Fencing
a
with.
very dark part of a very dark game.
Yeah.
These are the people who solved a problem of we're infiltrating a science base and we might get caught with nuclear weapons.
That
Yeah.
was my fault. Sorry.
They heard someone go, "No, I'm with the science team," and nuked the place.
And then it went... Wah!
It's upsetting how good that is.
Yeah.
But I think just because I like danger and excitement, we're gonna have Indiana stay there the night.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice. Raise the stakes.
now I can hold my head just so to get the anime glare in my glasses.
Excellent.
That evil is afoot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I was gonna
More
roll
like a
for-
hand.
Huh.
Here. Let's do
golden
this
hand.
just to keep it on brand. Yeah, Indiana, stay there the night.
I love that Indiana makes only the important decisions in her life with coin flips.
Anton Chigurh.
Two-Face.
Oh no, Indiana's Anton Chigurh, but a woman.
Wink.
And Tony Chigurh.
I feel like I missed that day of book club. Who?
No Country for Old
No
Men.
country for old men.
But also
Yeah.
Two-Face.
He's like the main
Yeah, also
villain in it.
Two-Face if you want to get to the lowest common denominator.
Comic books.
Oh.
So anyway,
Yeah. That's just me being a shitpost. Indiana, glass shattering. What were you gonna do before I was like, oh no, I have to use the little DMs?
where am I at this point?
You're probably in one of the hallways. You probably are in like the main hallway that the servant led them down to go to the parlor room, and that they came back through to go down another hallway to get to the dining room.
Okay, is there a way I can?
And I will say, to your left, there's a hallway that has a lot of doors on it, but it seems that this is mostly service sections. Like at the far end, you can see there's a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
To your right is another hallway that that at some point, if you took a left, you would go to the dining room because that's where everyone else went. And if you took the hallway forward, because you're kind of like a T-junction,
Mm-hmm.
you would get to the parlor room, which seems to be towards the very front of the building.
Interesting. Let's go see if we can find some keys in the servants section.
All right. Do you go to the kitchen or do you try the shut doors? Because right now the only open one is the kitchen.
We're gonna try the shut doors. Well, we'll peek in the kitchen.
Yeah, there are quite a few people in there. Cooks, what you assume to be like scullery workers, people who do the back and forth with the actual like plates and stuff. And actually the house servant that let you guys in, and they're all like in the corner talking very quietly amongst themselves.
Is it possible for me to... Does it look like I could attempt to steal the key ring?
Yes. They seem very like... In fact, you probably do hear as you get closer, like, do you think he liked it? Well, he didn't say anything was wrong about it. He never says anything's wrong. It's the eyes. Well, he broke one of the glasses. He's just trying to make a point. Do you think that those people are really going to start working here?
Yeah, I'm trying to steal these keys. I just hope when they realize they're missing that they're successful at hiding that fact from Mr. Nothing for a little while.
Yeah, because they're like, one of them's a Texas Ranger. I was there, Toronto, when they came in. I think I'd rather be dealing with him than them.
Well, do I need to roll something for this key?
What do you got? What you got as your triggers?
Well, I could have read that once in how to pickpocket. I could have known how to pickpocket by being a master swordsman. I could unnerving stare them into giving me the keys. Or I could wasteland mechanic my way into creating a device to make them give me the keys.
All very good and legitimate options.
These are all some like Rube Goldberg machine ideas.
I love this.
I
Okay.
mean,
I'll give you an offer.
uh-oh.
I'll give you the Wasteland Mechanic, but you've basically got to engineer a distraction for yourself that they will be too busy with to notice that you take it.
Oh, absolutely. Where's the nearest boiling pot of anything?
Oh boy.
And where's the baking
I throw it
powder?
on somebody.
No. I'm gonna grab like 3 different. Let's see. What reacts real bad with boiling water? It's not
Oil.
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 I'm not trying to. I
I'm not
want to
trying to
create a
set the place on
distraction. I don't
fire.
want to. I'm trying to be better, like Frank. I'm trying to be better.
You don't want to burn the place down.
Unlike Frank.
Yeah, pretty sure Frank's like, fuck this place, burn it all down. I hate it here.
Hold on.
Although the food's really good. I mean, can I scoop the recipe?
Oh, Frank, again, barely eating, partially because of his stomach. The other part of it is he genuinely does not believe in this place. It represents everything
I don't
he
believe
left.
in this place. No one has proved to me that Mr. Nothing exists.
True.
But and also it's probably not the best for you to be eating since you haven't been eating a lot, as this is like rich food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised he hasn't made a comment about me being like cancer ridden.
Okay. Where's the wine rack? I'm gonna grab a bottle of champagne.
Perfect. It's probably against like one of the far walls. They have this elaborate one of those like wooden wine bottle racks, and all of them, every single bottle is pre-1900.
Well, not the champagne because that champagne doesn't keep. We learned that in Project Severovo. Don't you remember?
I remember.
I remember. What are you having? What are you grabbing out of the fridge, Persona? No, I'll grab the whiskey. And it's the best whiskey you've ever had. All right, what about you? I grabbed the champagne. It's the worst you've ever had.
Yeah.
It's turned to vinegar. I don't know a lot about champagne, but with something that it would almost be 100 years at this point, so it would have gone bad. I was going to say something pre-1945.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to go out on a
Because
limb.
it's 2036.
And say, so I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to take a guess that if you put a bottle of champagne that has its cage removed in a pot of boiling water, at some point it's going to pop.
I'd believe that.
I don't know about that for sure, but I'm
I
going to
mean,
take a guess.
depending on how hot the water is, it might actually just, because all that champagne is trying to get out, along with all the bubbles, it might cause the whole bottle to explode.
Explosion, distraction.
Do it.
Keep in mind, you want to make it natural.
Yeah, that's what I was
Bottle
thinking.
and a
Yeah, because they'll be like,
in a pot.
what the fuck? Huh?
Tell you,
This isn't what they said when they
Leave
said raise
leave
it.
a bottle of champagne on a burner, like partially on a burner, as if somebody just like left it there.
I think what I'm gonna do is actually a little bit safer.
Okay.
I'm just gonna spill that pot of boiling soup, whatever, on the floor.
Yeah, it's probably like some sort of soup.
You could
I'm
turn the
glad
heat
I'm
up
not-
really high so it just starts boiling over.
Ooh, true.
Like, who left this? Oh God, it's everywhere. We need to clean this up before he notices.
I mean, either's a good option. Let's go with the latter. Just
yeah,
turn up the
'cause-
burner.
You do have to wait a little bit
That's fine.
while it does, but they kind of keep to themselves every now and then when it's time to switch out to a different course. You see some of the scullery people, like, they play rock, paper, scissors, see who goes.
Ooh.
Drawing straws to feed your boss.
Yeah, because they're terrified of him. Like, that is the gist you've gotten of them, is they are scared of this man.
I would be too.
Yeah.
And like the head chef has kept this place immaculate. and is running it like a stopwatch.
Still guarantee you, a burning soup is a burning soup, right?
Oh yeah, like they don't notice it, but it's one of those things that when it does, panic is the only way to describe how these people react.
Yep.
Is like the kitchen staff run over and like, no, we haven't served it yet. We're gonna have to completely remake. We don't have time to remake it. What do we do? He's gonna be so mad, kind of thing. And then like some of
I'll
them
make a
start
suggestion to
finger-pointing.
them.
Uh
That
oh.
wasn't very funny. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, you pull out, you're like, just turn invisible, and you're like, don't worry, you don't gotta worry about him. Sword.
Oh God.
We're not reenacting. We're not reenacting my raid on Happia.
But yeah, and there's a lot of confusion because the house, like the head house servant, is trying to keep them calm because they have very quickly gone from getting the situation under control, trying to think of what to do, to they are now pointing fingers
Of course they are, and that is when I
and are
steal
getting
the keys.
really heated. Oh yeah, like she's too busy like physically trying to keep someone off of somebody that you just pull the keys off of her waist, even just quickly snap them off, because it's one of those little like chains that you can pull the key on and let go and it'll snap back to your hip.
Right.
It's real easy to just snap that off.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So now I have a key ring.
Yep, you have a key ring and it's a lot of keys. You assume it goes to everything in the house. Da-da-da-da.
Knowing Mr. Nothing, he is going. Well, I have never met Mr. Nothing, but knowing the kind of person that we're dealing with, he is probably in a master suite on the top floor, probably at the front of the house, so he can overlook his works.
Oversee his kingdom.
That's right.
All that the light touches is filth.
That
I mean,
sounds
that's
more accurate.
kind of how he works, isn't it?
Yeah. You do like there's 2 more floors that you can go up. When you get to the top floor, you do see like a couple guards kind of meandering around the floor in power armor. But something you notice about theirs, spotless. When you moved, you kind of have like that halo kind of shimmer as like the adaptive camouflage is trying to reflect everything around you.
Right.
Or just like because you're bending the light. Like
Yeah.
you can see the reflection of that in their armor.
No bueno.
Like it is spotless. Their weapons are spotless. You know that these kinds of energy weapons, that's probably actually bad because they probably had to polish inside where the reactor coils are, because these are basically fusion rifles from Destiny where they're like it's electrically charged gas in a chamber. So you probably don't want that full of fucking cleaning chemicals.
Hey guys, what do you think it would? How do you think Mr. Nothing would react to having a bucket of mud thrown on him?
He would
Violently.
totally freak out.
Might become incredibly violent.
Or
You ever seen water thrown on hot boiling oil?
what?
I think you would get the same reaction.
The kitchen on
yes,
fire?
I
Grease
have.
fire?
And it's a yes, I have, and it's not good.
Hey, who said grease fire? That was my name back in the clubs.
Greasy, you're not here
New
right
lore canon.
now. Greasy, you're not here right now. Okay, so
Greasy's always with us in our hearts.
here's the plan. Here is the plan. We're just gonna sneak past the guards. I don't know if you. Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
really paying attention. In fact, like you're walking by them and there's like the thumps of their armor. And like, hey. Fuck you, George. I know you can hear me. What? What do you think's going down in the What do you think I think's going on? I think some fucks got a little fucking tired of digging rocks for a living and decided they were gonna fucking do something about it. No, but I mean, like, what do you think we should? What do you think we should? If you fucking see someone doing skeevy shit down in the mines when you're down there, you fucking shoot them. God.
It sounds like he hasn't been here too long.
And George's like, well, fuck me for fucking asking and trying to listen. House duty's good duty because you don't have to do shit. And honestly, talking to you is shit. So, cut it. And the other person, like, is like, shrugs their shoulders, kind of hangs their head. It looks really comical in a suit of bulky power armor.
You need to like find a way to smear a little bit of mud on the back of his armor. Eventually.
I know, but
There is an emergency release on the back of the armor.
No, just something to make it dirty, where he can't see
You
it.
said emergency release. Hold on.
That means basically it's like, oh no, the suit's been disabled and we can't like get the seals to pop. If we hit this
No, we don't wanna-
I said something fun. And now Indiana's doing dumb things. I
No,
love it.
no, not this time. I'm taking control. Not this time.
Do it. You know you want to.
But I will put it in my memory in case I need a distraction later.
Fair. Yeah, you find a point where George is walking down the hallway and the other guy is kind of like just sulking to himself that he doesn't get to have small talk to slip into one too. Well, you try the door on it's obvious which one of these is his room.
It's the big
Because
door.
what's his name is guarding it.
Yeah.
Not George, the other one.
Lenny?
Well, yeah, we'll call him Benny because he's. I didn't
Oh.
do the voice for him, but he's pretty much Benny from
I said
Thief.
Lenny.
Not Lenny.
He's
Well, it's
asking.
definitely not Lance.
I was gonna say he's asking
Yeah, it's not
Lenny
Lance.
questions.
Because Lance is fucking dead.
Dealt with, not dead. Dealt with.
You heard like what was obviously
No,
like a
it's
50 BMG
It's
going
the joke.
off.
He's been
Yeah.
dealt with.
So,
Action has been taken.
Oh.
excuse me. So,
But yeah,
have-
he's
we have an
distracted
opening.
enough that you can. Yeah, you try the door, it's locked. But you have all the keys.
I guess we'll spend a little bit of time.
You look at the keys.
There's one that's
Oh.
spotless, isn't there?
There's one that's gold and has a hand on it.
And is
Jesus.
probably perfectly clean.
Ostentatious.
Oh, they're all probably perfectly clean.
Oh, they're all perfectly clean. Again, upsettingly clean.
Do like all the servants wear gloves, like white gloves?
Yes, they are in like
Yeah.
the only thing not covered is from the neck up. And they all have hair that is pulled back. Even like guys with shorter hair, if their hair is long enough that they can pull it back and put a hat on it, they do.
Yeah. Okay. We'll use the gold-plated hand key.
All right. Yeah, you.
And
How do you open the door? How do you open the door?
You can't. This isn't D&D, man. You can't. You do that.
Well, you didn't know that there was a rune of fire on the other side of the door. I'm teasing.
I opened the
This-
door.
It's called a shotgun in this world.
You do open the
No
door.
one
it's
is
like,
using a spring gun in this pristine house. It would ruin
No.
the wood.
The reason I asked is you open the door and the other guy goes, thought that was locked. But he doesn't seem to really care. He like but as you're like, he like opens the door and walks in and is just like looking around, like making sure there's no crawlies.
I'm a crawly.
Well, he can't see you. That's the problem.
How tall is the person inside the suit, you think?
outside of the suit or while they're in the suit?
Basically, I'm asking if someone 5 foot nothing and less than 100 pounds could pass themselves off as a wearer of this suit.
Oh, like this, the suits are designed for pretty much anyone to fit in. So you would be able to get in it and it would like adjust to
Have
let
I
you take control of it.
Yeah, but have I seen anywhere to hide a body?
I mean, there's a pretty big closet in this room.
Yeah, but if I've got to be here overnight, he's going to get into that closet at some point.
There's plenty of places
First
you've
he needs
seen.
to come
There's
out of the closet.
Shut the fuck up, Daniel.
Okay.
There's a lot there. You could put him in like a utility closet on any of the floors. You could shove him into one of the servant rooms. You could put him in one of the bathrooms that probably doesn't get used.
Is this a good or a bad idea? I can't tell. Rowan is being so helpful right now.
It's probably bad because someone speaks to you. Granted, he was like, stop talking, but like eventually someone's going to be like, hey, why aren't you at the barracks? Or hey.
Yeah, I just needed someone to talk some sense into me. That's a bad idea. Okay, I let him leave.
Damn. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes and he's like, I'm going downstairs to see if one of those servants got the keys. And George is like, dude, just whatever. Just don't let the boss see you.
When they shut the door, I lock it behind them.
You're gaslighting them.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
Although
I
you are
am
running into a
gaslighting,
problem.
and if you pretend this door is a gate, I am now gatekeeping.
Which you are officially girl bossing.
Just a little close to the sun right now.
Little? Only a little?
Well, now he's going to go down and ask the servant for the keys, and she's going to go, oh, of course.
That's how she dies.
Why am I laughing? This is horrible. No.
You
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to
Alright.
say, oh no, the consequences of my actions.
Why not? What other choice did I have?
You really didn't. But that doesn't mean that they
I
don't
could have
happen.
taken a guess and taken a specific key off the key ring.
Hey, I'm not mad at you.
Oh, no,
And
no,
I'm
no.
not saying
Neither
you're
am I.
bad
This is the way this shit happens. It's just one of those,
This is
well,
just-
you did the... No.
What choice did I have? That doesn't matter. We still make fun of you.
I mean, fair. Unfortunately, Indiana is the first person that I think of in this game that goes, hey, why are you mad at me for something I didn't do? Because there's probably something you did do that I don't know about.
Yeah, that's about right.
Actually, Indiana, this is perfect. As you go and you lock the door and you hear, I'm going to go downstairs, check, you go, fuck. I've got the keys. She's dead.
Yeah, I know, but there's
Oh
nothing
well, back to work.
I can't. I can't.
No, it's one of those. At least we can save the others. We can save the others.
Oh, you think I'm in this to save people?
I mean, Gop did say that you needed to get her army.
And I care about Gop because...
You never know when you're going to want to be like, Mr. DM, can I have an answer to the situation?
I think I'll just pull a card from my deck of many things instead. So anyway, what's this
You have your
officer?
phone on you.
Yes.
You do get a well,
Oh.
not a ring.
No, no.
It's on silent.
Yeah, you just get a buzz.
All right. Looked. What happened?
It's a message from Zeminiar.
God damn it, Zeminiar! Now is not the time. Wait,
No,
this
in
isn't
quote.
Zeminiar because Zeminiar's. Ah, god damn it. Ah.
And it says, it has a picture of the Calliope, and it says, "Fancy seeing this part here."
You.
Indiana, you're gonna get our asses killed.
To be fair, Indiana had no idea that this bitch was tracking her that hard.
Yeah.
This bitch
I'll just post
got
back,
left on
what do
red.
you want? In all caps. I'm busy.
In all caps.
I'm busy.
It says, "Come to the quarry when you're done. We need to talk." You left her on red, and she was not happy.
Oh,
What do you mean
boy.
I left her on red? What?
You were like, "Oh, I need you to do this." Nah. And she's like, "The caucasity of this bitch."
Hold on. No. I didn't tell her I wouldn't do it. I told her I'd think about it.
And then you never
This
got
is
back.
someone who also knows your kind of talk to know that maybe means no. We have the listen, the gaslighting that's gonna go on when you two talk is gonna be epic. It is who can gaslight the other person harder. But no,
Alright,
that's
fine.
that's
What
now
is this fucking... I leave her on red because fuck her. What does this office look like?
looks like a really nice bedroom. It's got a nice it's heated carpet.
That's so grossly over...
It's got a nice canopy bed. There's like a separate
gaudy.
room attached to it that has an equally gaudy office. The table is gilded. The table is gilded.
Who the...
And it's one of those tables where like the legs end in like those lion claws kind of. You know the
Right.
ones?
Yeah, I know.
And everything is like in order. Papers are stacked so precisely that none of them are even remotely out of line with one another.
You're giving me lots of ideas, but let's do what I came to do first.
I'm gonna mix up papers.
No, worse. So, first things first. Computer.
Yes.
They were
Ah!
nice.
I
Nice.
didn't say computer king.
Oh.
I just need a plain old...
Yeah, fuck
No.
you, Computer King.
Fuck!
There is a computer there. It's one of those fucking all-in-one things.
He uses an all-in... I'm sorry, my heart
Oh.
just... He's using an all-in-one, guys!
Doesn't want to dirty the floor with a computer. Like with the
Ugh,
tower.
you don't... No! Jester
Plus,
uses
what's he
an
gonna-
all-in-one! No!
What's he gonna do with it?
I don't
He's
know
just
why
doing
that's a
business
problem.
shit on it. He's just using Microsoft Excel. Or I guess Gray Corporation Excel.
Fine. Let's ignore that for now. Is he really insecure enough to have a password?
Yes.
What does this virus do exactly?
Gain access to everything.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
probably
thought
also
you-
set. It's also probably set up to download everything as well.
Good, because I just... Okay.
You just put it on the computer somewhere, like slip it underneath where he's not going to be looking at it.
Oh, I'm assuming it just plugs right into a USB port.
Probably something
Yeah,
like
it's not
that.
gonna take too
Is it a
long.
USB? Like a little thumb drive?
Since Indiana wouldn't know how to like hardwire it into like the inside of the computer, yeah, it's gonna be USB.
Wasteland mechanic, I could try.
Well, you're holding
Mm.
USB right now because I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, here's a USB. Just
What
plug
do
it
you
in,
mean?
give it some time.
We built a mechanical arm.
We's a strong word.
What do you
Just kidding.
mean? I mean, we
Caucasian
both rolled for
man.
it.
Yeah.
But
Hey, by the way, I
probably-
designed it. I
it'd
needed
probably
your
be
help with the
good.
electronics. I'm feeling
Liars.
so belittled. First, Frank doesn't trust me. Now, Sin is belittling me. Man, I just can't catch a break. You should feel sorry for me.
You just got a servant lady probably fucking offed.
It's not the first time I've done that. Let's move on.
Yeah, you plug that in. And you know what? There's probably something silly on it, like the fucking Hacker Man Matrix screen comes up, and you see like a little smiley face for Set, and it just starts like laughing as it downloads everything, and then says, "Please remove USB."
Okay, yeah, we'll remove it.
As you remove it, there's like a light sound, is like a psst, psst, and some smoke comes out of the back of this thing.
Oh shit.
You didn't tell Set not to break it.
Well, I didn't sell Set and Nicholas. Remember, it's
Yeah,
their
they
love
were
child.
together. But
Well, all right.
Easy sale,
Indiana's dead. Indiana might as well
Well,
just keel over.
Hold on. Would Nicholas have been the one that would have been like prediction wise, like, no,
that's
we're not
fair.
doing that?
Yes, Nicholas would have probably looked at this guy's like rap sheet and been like, "No, let's not do that. We'll just hide it we'll just hide it in another file. We don't have to have it delete itself by breaking the computer, because that's the
Right.
idea. Is that way no one can look at the computer's files and tell that something got downloaded on."
Yeah.
But in this case, that would make sense. This thing is going to Trojan itself by hiding in another file.
It's going to put itself right onto the System 32 file.
Why do I need 32?
I discovered something below Win32.
Why do I need 32 of them? I'm just going to delete that.
So you deleted all 32 of them. Okay. So,
it
here's
does
where the
not
fun
break.
part. Yeah, that's fine. Here comes the fun part. Now that Indiana has a moment, she is going to be doing small, imperceptible. Well, not just barely perceptible to people like you or I, but something glaringly obvious to someone like him. It's just one of those things. Like, yes, I rotated the cup that holds your pins 2 degrees.
Who moved
Not
my
left or
podium?
right, just rotate
fences?
it 2 degrees. I switch your black pen and your red pen around.
You just got. You were like, "Oh no, he's gonna know I was here," and now you're like,
Well,
No, make it
yeah.
look like. Well, no, we don't want to get the servant. I was like, you can make it look like a servant was cleaning and then fucked shit up, but we don't want to actually get the servants here killed.
No, I'm trying to get him riled up. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble specifically. If anything, worst case scenario, one of the servants got in. They stole the keys, and that's why everything's fucked. Because I'm also gonna go over to his wardrobe.
Yeah, but he'll kill all the servants.
Yeah, I was like, keep in mind, we would
I'm
know
also
enough
gonna
about
go
this guy.
to the
Of
wardrobe.
course. She wouldn't know.
And I'm
She
going
would
to
not
pull a
Oh, yeah, that's
t-shirt. Actually, probably whatever looks lined up for tomorrow morning. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to turn it inside out and put it back on the hanger. Put it back in the closet.
There's gonna be some hanging servants.
Some
That
inside out hanging
stack
servants.
of papers. She's going to go to the very middle of the stack. She's going to turn one of those papers upside down, put it back in the middle, and then put everything perfectly back where it belongs. She is going to take, if he's got a paper clip, she's going to take that paper clip, unbend it. She's going to run it along the underside of the gold trim,
Oh,
destroying the gold trim. And then she's going to bend that paper clip roughly back into place, and then she's going to put it in the middle of the paper clips. She's going to find those little bookbinder things.
Oh my God, Indiana, stop!
She is going to take one of the metal prongs on that bookbinder. She is going to pull it off. She's going to find a smaller one of those little bookbinder clips, and she's going to swap the little little arm things, and put them back.
We come in tomorrow. Huh? Did you change all the servants? Yes, changed.
Changed.
Let's see. Let's go
On
to
the
his
other
bed.
hand, I got a whole bunch of new people working in my quarry.
We are going.
Oh no, I don't want to.
We're going to go over to the bed. We are going
When does
to.
it stop?
Oh, does this bother you? I could
No.
also describe how I'm going to over to the bed. I am going to take the bottommost sheet. I'm going to take one corner of it, and I'm going to untuck it, and then fold it back over itself so it's not dangling, and then I'm going to put the bed back together. I'm going to take the slippers that are sitting on the floor next to the bed, because I know there are, and I am going to turn them so instead of heel closest to the bed, toe is closest to the... Nah, that's too obvious. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take one of the slippers and cock it just about 5 degrees. Oh, also, we're going to grab... let's see here. We're going to go to the trash can because there's probably some dust or something in the trash can. We're going to find little grimy things. And we're going to go back to his room and we're going to go put it under the rug that his bed sits on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just barely imperceptible, but you can feel it underneath the rug.
Oh my god. Yeah, someone clip this and just call it Indiana Kills All Servants 80% run.
And then I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Just take a shit in the toilet and don't flush.
So,
yeah,
in the
that's all
bathroom,
you need.
I am going to take... All right, now, would you say Mr. Nothing is a toilet roll paper on top or on bottom kind of person?
He'd be on top type of person.
Yeah, beards are good, mullets are suck.
Okay, well, we're going to give his toilet paper a mullet.
Oh.
And...
that's too obvious.
That's too obvious.
No,
That was the
I mean, where's the
That's
fun?
the final straw.
And then Indiana
We are
eats
going
his
to take his toothbrush, dip it in the toilet, and then put it back.
He won't know that.
What's that?
That's the only one he won't notice.
Until it's too late.
No, just write in soap on his bathroom mirror. Guess what I dipped in the toilet?
And now Computer King's wanting to get all the servants killed.
Wait a minute. Why am I doing this?
I'm going to take one of the the top towel off the stack, and I'm going to flip it upside down. There's probably a bathrobe. I'm going to turn it inside out and put it back on the hanger.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Indiana's trying to set off an obsessive compulsive explosion.
Remember that water to hot oil thing? Just bring that back up again.
Let's see. We're also going to go to his... We're going to loosen the cap on his toothpaste just enough so anybody that picks it up starts to wonder if anything may or may not have gotten in the bottle of toothpaste, even though you know it's completely... Like, why would a bug crawl in your toothpaste? But it's just loose enough that you think something could have.
Yeah, these house servants are fucked. They're all dead.
Then we're going to go to the medicine cabinet.
Okay, now here's where you could do some real damage if you wanted.
Yeah, what kind of medications we got there?
There's probably a... You know what? There is one... There's, your standard stuff. There's some, pain relievers. There's all sorts of, standard stuff that you would find in a medicine cabinet. The one thing that sticks out to you is a bottle of antipsychotics that have not been taken.
I feel like this guy wouldn't have them in bottles. They would already be in daily doses. Just stacked.
Oh, no. The stuff that he
he's
does
not taking them.
The stuff that he does take are in perfectly portioned packets.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay.
But the antipsychotics are kind of in the back. But yeah, this is stuff where it's give me I read that once. Give me I read that once. This seems like a good situation.
Mira hasn't come back yet, so I'm assuming she's just listening.
I think
with
Mira just heard all this and was like, you know what? I'm out. I'm trying to be better with Frank. And here's Indiana.
Hey!
You know, I actually was going to say that the DC was 20 because this is a hard thing. This is the hard shit that you give to someone who has like bad psychoses, like someone who potentially might have schizophrenic tendencies.
Okay, how different are they from the pills in the ready?
They've not been opened. He is not taking them.
Well, I'll just grab that bottle, open it.
For myself?
No, I'm not psychotic.
Are you sure after
There's-
everything you just did?
Well, yeah, that was rational and thought out.
Yeah, true. That'd be more sociopathy.
So, I open these. Let me guess, nondescript white pills?
They're probably like those half and half, like
Oh, yeah.
gel ones. So it's like probably yellow and white or something, and they have like a serial number on it for identification.
Okay. Are there any pills in tomorrow morning's supply that look similar?
There he is.
Okay. Is there a bottle that matches the different pills?
Yeah, these are probably like allergy medicine or something.
You stop at psychosis, but then he dies of allergies.
You don't take Allegra for for anaphylactic shock.
Okay. We will
Oh, I
swap
thought you meant it was like okay.
each of those pills with... Yeah, we'll swap some anti-psych meds in there. Question. Are any of his pills heart medication? Hopefully. No. Damn it. Huh. So what exactly does the man who has everything take?
Oh boy.
This is stuff like a daily aspirin, because probably one of those people that's paranoid and is like, oh, the doctors say if you take these, even though you take one a day, it's actually helpful for you, kind of things. A lot of it's like allergy. It's very pedestrian things. There's no like, this person has You know what? Yeah, there's eczema medicine in there, we'll say. That feels like a one that he would be paranoid about.
Unfortunately, guys, it doesn't look like there's anything I can overdose him with.
Well, at least antipsychotics usually lead to drowsiness, so if he's not expecting it, maybe he'll feel a little sleepy.
Yeah, it depends on if he would be affected by one dose, but then again, this is like hardcore stuff and a high dosage of it. This is something where the doctors went, this is your only chance. Do not murder your servants.
I'll take the rest of that antipsychotic bottle, though, for myself. He's not going to miss it.
As a treat.
Yeah.
I am going to take the cotton balls that I'm sure he has laying around somewhere and stuff them into the bottle so they don't rattle around.
Okay, I thought you were about to go back on your fucking hoon shit, but no, that's reasonable.
And then I'm going to switch the caps on his ibuprofen and acetaminophen bottles.
There it is.
Yeah.
But then he might know someone fucked with the medicine. And he would have probably new medicine.
Okay,
You're already going to know that because the psychotics are missing.
How
he
would
probably
know
doesn't
if
look
they're
at
the
them.
back, yeah.
You're expecting this man to be so paranoid that he'll feel something under the carpet like he's the princess in the pea.
Fine, you know what I do? I'll take the pills and leave the bottle.
That works.
Matter of fact, I'll take... Yeah, if they've never been opened before, how would he know?
Yeah.
Also fair. You know what? That's fair.
Why am I taking the antipsychotic medication? I don't know. Because I feel like it. As a treat,
Indiana
because
must
I
admit.
said so. Exerting some small amount of control on this controlled chaos.
Oh boy. So definitely by the time you've done just fucking with everything, you do hear like it's like someone's rattling on the house like fucking bitch couldn't even keep her fucking keys around. Hey, George, you have a spare set?
No, unlock it. Quickly unlock it and hide.
Yeah.
Sure.
I will hide, but I will not unlock anything.
Oh.
Yeah, and you hear more tunk, tunk. And then a sound is like metal on metal as he shoves them out of his way. He's like, you fucking idiot. It's supposed to be locked. It was unlocked a second ago. You should have seen me. Didn't you see me go in there? No, I've been trying to ignore you this whole time. Door unlocks, opens, tunk, tunk, tunk. Look, see? No ghosts.
Hey, you
Yeah.
know what's
Cool.
great? These two are in here, and they can both prove that each other that we're in there. So any fucking around is immediately going to be them.
I love that.
So do you lock the door and
You lock him in there.
No,
Too
no.
bad.
No. They're going to go out. They're going to say, hey, someone was, they're going to go do whatever they do. And when everything's fucked up tonight / tomorrow morning for Mr. Nothing, it's going to be you two fuckers fucked with my room.
yeah, maybe not all of the servants will die. Just the one that lost her keys.
Probably. And then these two are going back to the mines. I can feel it in my bones.
If by the mines you mean what Thatcher did to the mines.
Ooh.
But because I was gonna say, if you lock these two in here, here's what's going to happen.
Oh no.
They're gonna get upset that someone locked the door, and they're gonna bust it down because they're in power armor. And then you guys are gonna have to deal with some shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that to you guys. I'm trying to be better. And by better, I mean I'm only trying to target the people we're trying to get in trouble.
Speaking of, unless you want something else to do. Though, are you going to fulfill what you sent back in all cap? Well, you left her on red. You didn't reply. With the once you're done, we need to talk in the quarry.
Hold on.
Hell yeah, more coins.
Fuck it, why not? I guess.
Yeah.
Because I haven't made enough bad decisions in my life up to this point.
So, we're going to leave that for now. We're going to get back to the others. All I'm going to ask before we start wrapping this part up is for you guys, if you have anything that's like perception related to roll, depending on how much you're actually paying attention to stuff going outside the room.
Can I roll World's Greatest Dad to see if he's a dad?
Yes.
That was a joke. I don't actually want to.
It'd be like,
I don't know where
fine.
anything is.
It'll be a DC 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But-
could read a situation.
You know, reading a situation could also help because that could kind of give you an idea of what's going on.
Let's see how he's feeling now. Yeah, let's read that sitch.
Ooh. Sin, this is
Oh.
really nice food.
God damn it! I thought I rolled the 19. I was really happy because I clicked it and then it rolled. I was like, oh hell yeah, yeah. No, Sin is probably eating the food.
Yeah, you're like, really good. Howler, he's paranoid. He doesn't trust you guys yet. And he's intentionally telling you all of the worst things about himself to try and gauge your reactions.
I'm just shoving my food in my face. Like, that's
Oh,
really
he
good."
hates, and you can also
Not
tell he
like-
hates him. He
not
hates
eating.
him.
How does he feel about Frank?
Wait, he hates me.
Well, how are you eating? Are you eating well, or are you like nom, 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 like a pig?
I'm not eating fancy, but I'm not actually shoving food. I'm
You're not eating
it like
fancy, he
a
hates
normal
you.
person. Yeah.
I hate you. That's the you said normal anything.
Frank
That's fine.
took like a couple bites of his food and then he offered it to like one of the servants, I think.
He hates you the most.
Actually, yeah, he's like, something wrong with it? Did they mistake?
No, the food's fantastic. I appreciate the hospitality, but the gut ain't what it used to be, and the food's a little rich. For my own, Doc says my gut bacteria's got to be in order.
Very well. And get rid of the plate. Talking to the servant who's like, and like leaves, but like their head down the whole time. But
Do I smell soup? No.
well, I was gonna say, how are you? Do you hear like someone, people yelling, and pretty soon the stomp, 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 and look over and see someone in immaculately polished power armor going into the kitchen and like talking to one of the servants, who then like it's the main one who looks down at her thing and like tries to talk and just gets like shoved across the room by this person in power armor, who then does the whole like command, to startle the others, and then goes back upstairs.
Who was that?
Who was what?
Oh, the gentleman in power armor. I mean, he's wasting your precious energy and and his own time just messing about with the help.
He gently sets down his second glass that he got after he broke the first one. Gets up, goes, looks out. He goes, he'll be unemployed.
All right.
I don't like my things mixing. Everything has its place, and it should be in its place at all times. Just
Well,
like
hopefully we will find a place under your
Oh.
employ.
that was actually what I was going to ask. Is I have a place for you, and you're going to be there
Starting when?
now.
All right. Well, do you mind if we stop by the Calliope beforehand? We got some personal effects to grab, and Hargrave ain't exactly nice with people playing touchy-touchy with her. I'm sure you could appreciate.
Be back by sundown.
Of course.
I expect you to be back. Because the Calliope is a very slow vessel with very few defensive armaments of its own other than those drones. And I have just enough long-ranged artillery to make the Calliope go away.
Well, right now that's where I keep my stuff, and I wish to change that.
Oh, I know. Just be back before the gates close.
Is it like morning
Understood.
right now?
It's like afternoon.
Okay. We don't have a lot of time. That's this tight timetable.
I look forward to working with you, Yakshas. You're a very interesting group of professionals.
One more thing. If I may make a request, this ain't an order. This is just somebody who might be working for you. That ship there, we made one promise to Hargrave. We'll come out here. I don't like her, but also, I'm not in the business of making long-term enemies, and I feel like she's got contacts. If we could just leave that ship as it goes. Everyone parts ways, nice and clean, less scrap to clean up.
Of course. Of course. I don't want that thing around.
Hmm.
Numco failed for good reason, and those things are one of it. The sooner it's off of my property, the better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Frank will just nod. Be like, well, ramblers. Should we get rambling? Looking over at Howler.
Yeah. Let's amble over to get our stuff.
Son
Absolutely.
looks mournfully at the food as he stands up.
Sun goes down in a few hours. Be back. Or else
Of
there
You
course,
got
will
it.
be
sir.
a lot of scrap to pick up.
You got it, boss.
I do like being called that. Goodbye.
Hmm.
Don't disappoint me like some employees.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to cut it. So, let's get to sign-offs. We'll start with Mira, Frank.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mira, also known as Mira Shades GM, and you caught me playing Frank tonight, the person who had to turn his new leaf over just a little bit so he could pretend to be the bad guy. You can also catch me other Fridays for Immortal War, where I play Hiroki, the Himbo Samurai. Catch me on Mondays, where I am in Shardverse, Pee Pee Poo Poo Stinky, playing Clan Nasaravi, the showbot who's Sobod, a part of Team Forearms, a Team Forearms production, if you will. Catch me on this coming Tuesday, for Nobility and Notoriety, where I'm going to be in Amy's game playing as Diolthus, Duchess of Carceri. Everything is fine. She is here. The party is safe. Please be at ease. And then catch me on Thursdays, this next Thursday, for New Amsterdam, where we are finally going to be back after a long time of a break. I needed a break. Life was getting to me, so it's about time that we get back in the saddle for that. And that is all the games I'm in right now.
All right. Next, we will go on to good old servant murderer Indiana.
So, one last tiny thing. Almost imperceptible, really. We will take the time to switch laces on his most worn pair of shoes.
Holy shit.
Not gonna put a dried pea under his mattress.
That would be for a princess. See, I would only do that if it were somebody that I were trying to decide if I wanted to marry or not. Remember? The true princess?
Only a true princess would be so fucking spoiled that she would notice the pee.
That is the way the story goes. In this one, I just don't care. So anyway, you've caught me playing Indiana here today and making Rowan's life a living hell, I think,
Shit
for
post.
the past 3 hours and 15 minutes. But you can also find me making other people's lives misery. You can find me this Tuesday night in Nobility and Notoriety, where I'm playing a clothing designer that is also trying to make everybody else's lives miserable until she finds her kid. You can also find me on Wednesday nights running my own tale of desperation, survival, and mockery as I make fun of those who so dearly try to enjoy my game. You can also find me on Thursday, where I am no longer in charge of running this circus we call a nightclub. But as Lucky, the end of the world's a coming, and well, that's that, I guess. So yeah, that's me.
Daniel, you're next.
Yo, it's your boy. As a player and as a character at the same time, I was like, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him. I'll pull out my gun and shoot him. I'm gonna say, hey, you know what hurts the most? What? Nothing. Bam! But then I was like, no.
That's so good.
And then I was like, nope, just gonna keep eating this food. And then I failed that skill check. I was like, that makes sense. Sin's keeping his head down. He's like a foot away from just shooting this guy in the face. Now we're gonna have even better reason when we find like a dead servant. You can catch me here every other Friday in Immortal War as Masahiro, finding his nephew finally, and gonna help out, I guess, everyone else at this point because my job's done totally. No, I gotta figure out what to do. get the family to be like, yes, we approve of our nephew. We'll take our son. We'll take him back. And if not, well, fuck them.
You're really overestimating feudal Japanese society.
What? That they won't take him back?
You're really overestimating. They'll be like, ah, yes, we are accepting of people.
I'm confused. I'm too tired for this shit. You can also catch me on Wednesday in Over the Horizon as Gideon, the ranger, who is gonna pretty much be the food provider as we get into the desert, because all these fools don't know what to do. No, I don't know. And then on Thursdays as Scene, not Sin, I almost said Sin. Scene and Omen gonna go on this raid, steal a bunch of. Well, it's not a bunch of shit. We're gonna steal one important thing, and gonna get Omen shot. I don't know why I'm fixated on that. I just think it's funny that he's just like, yes, I'll help however I can. Okay, cool. We're gonna shoot you. Wait a minute.
Blah, vampire.
I am not a vampire. Blee. And that's me.
And that leaves none other than Computer King. See, we said Computer King this time.
Yes, yes. I'm Computer King, the supervillain of streaming, and yeah, I was playing Howler, who is frightened of this strange man who has a lot of money and no qualms about using it for horrible things. He doesn't know if killing him is going to be enough, or if someone else is just going to step into his shoes and keep up the craziness. But right now, we have to get rid of Mr. Nothing. Mr. Nothing, is that right?
Yeah, Mr. Nothing.
Yep. Okay. Nothing happened to them. Gotcha. Poor servants. If we don't kill him quickly enough. Every other Friday, I'm in Immortal War as Nagashita, who, well, he's a sneaky samurai who doesn't care as much about honor as he does about serving the best interests of the Emperor, and there's sedition afoot. So look out. On Mondays, I'm in Strikeverse, Shardverse, pi times the square root of infinity over 0, playing an alien who's basically a brain with a spindly little body named Lollipop. And he's created life. No, I don't mean he's actually procreated. He just made a thing and it turned into a living being. You have to watch to figure that out. So that's all I got. You guys, if you're listening out there, should probably check out the VODs, the videos on demand here at pair_o_dice_theater. Or later on, we move it over to YouTube at, well, it's pair space O' space dice space theater. Just search for that, and you'll find us. Anything else, GM?
I'm pretty sure that's it. So, that brings it back to me. Hi ho, friendolos. My name is Rowan, otherwise known as Nightheart. Caught me here today running Yakshas, where, yeah, I made Mr. Nothing to be like, I want to do the gleeful evil villain who does all sorts of horrible things. Is fun. And then someone decided to have like an itemized list of how they're going to trigger OCD, which was also pretty good. I really hope someone clipped the whole thing. Because I feel like that just exemplifies this channel. That is the level of petty we get. You can also find me here on other Opposite Fridays, where I run Immortal War, which is a homebrew L5R Legend of the Five Rings setting, where, sedition is afoot. And they are getting involved in a lot of stuff. I think the party is finally realizing, oh, we're in way over our heads, and we just keep going even deeper. You can also find me here on Mondays, where I, too, am in Fire Strike Shardverse 2 Electric Boogaloo, where I play 2 characters, and we're finally going to get it to beat up some bugs in mechs. So that's going to be fun. And you can also find me here on Wednesdays, where I am the only person whose int is not their dump stat in Over the Horizon, where because my int is my dump stat in real life, sometimes the GM has to tell me things that my smart character would realize. And also, we got money in the dumbest way by convincing other dwarves that this dwarf's arm fell off and that he needs to eat sapphires in order to regrow it. And it worked. Despite bad rolls. I like to think it's because it was just so over the top that they didn't even think about it. You can also catch me here on Thursdays, where I too am in New Amsterdam, where I play Cachette, who is gonna feel a little bit naked when we go into this job because he doesn't have his fucking mech, because I put mechs in everything. And I think that's going to be it for me now, and it for us now. So let's get out of here on an R.I.P. Lance.
R.I.P.
Lance.
Lance.
Also, I adjust the height on his swivel chair.